mate.
Oh, all right, hang on. I'll find it. Again, somewhere. Where are you? Here it is.
Here we go.
There we go.
Just to prove to everyone that Ari does fly. He's got.
They know I fly.
He borrowed some of my footage. No, that's beautiful, mate. That's beautiful.
Yeah, the only thing would have been better was if it was the Pro, that dark area in shadow would have had a little bit more detail in it.
Yeah, man. What are you shooting in there? 264?
Yeah, 264.
Yeah, okay.
I just went up there. My daughter came in, the photographer, and said, it was like about 20 minutes before sundown. She said, I reckon it'd be nice up in Mount Taylor. And I had one battery that I wanted to flatten. I hadn't flown it the day before. So I just ran up there and we got up there and I threw it up in the air and that's what we got.
Man, because there was one sunset. I was heading out in the truck and I was heading down to, hey, Bob, how are you, buddy? I was heading out to, I was heading north anyway, so I was on the, whoops, I better do that. I was on the gateway, so I'm heading out, and this sunset was absolutely stunning, and I was so pissed I didn't have my drone with me, man.
I mean, that is the one, hang on, I'll just stop sharing. That's the one big plus for drones like the Mavic Mini and so forth. You could just throw them in the car and always have them there.
That's right, absolutely, yeah. It wouldn't have mattered though, because as I said, I was working, and to pull over on the side of the road it isn't quite as easy.
Yeah, not quite kosher, is it?
No. I love that shit down there at Bribey, mate. That's nice. That's what's playing in the background there, Bob. If you,
it is nice, and that's it. I don't fly as much as some guys do, but I put a fair bit of time into planning where I'm going. And hello, Bob, Casey, how are you, mate? I've just brought the chat up.
Yeah, I've been looking on Google Maps a lot, and this is how I've picked these last couple of places I went. And I do the terrain, so I know what sort of terrain I'm in and all that. And made a bit of a mistake last night. I didn't realise the terrain was so high, and to be quite honest, I nearly crashed the Pro 2. I was 120 up, and I was doing a nice slow pan. I was about 400 meters, 300, getting close to 400 meters away. I was watching the drone, had the bottom light on it too, so you see it nicely, and it just going over this ridge. And because I'm thinking, because I've got it all set for the sun, right? So when you turn the camera, it's black.
Yep.
You can't see anything, right? So anyway, because I sort of headed out there a bit, and it was dark. I could watch it, so I could see it, so I wasn't going to hit anything. And then I started this, so I've set it for the sun, and just as I stop it, there's a tree. I'm not very far to my left, just come into frame as I stopped. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had obstacle avoidance turned off, didn't you?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because I was going sideways.
Yeah, but they've got sideways detection on them.
Only with tripod and tripod.
Great. Look, you've got me in that habit, man. I turn obstacle avoidance off as well now because I just don't want anything disturbing my filming. Hello, Sir Jim.
Is this Queer Eye for the Straight Guys show?
Yes, and are you going to tell us how to do a moustache?
Yes, sir. Brought to you by...
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I see I'm in my all-natural color here.
You are gorgeous white.
Can't get any color. Can a brother get some color?
I meant to look into that audio processing with the RTX cards that you sent the link to this week, Jim, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I don't know. Do we need that?
I think it would very much depend upon the studio. As I am now, because I haven't got the air conditioning running and I'm in the room by myself, probably not. But when I have the air conditioning running in summer and things like that, I'd give it a try, yeah, for sure.
They were very proud of it, taking out that keyboard noise and all that.
Peter Carroll, and here is Rick Halber.
Mr. Rick, Rick is appearing live from the hospital.
which is much preferable to appearing not
Yeah.
live from the hospital.
Yes.
How you doing there, Rick? I sent you a message, mate, on your messenger.
Nobody cares if you sent a message.
Rick does, mate. You don't
That's
because
not
you're
like,
like a
Matt,
coward.
Matt sent me a message. Like he
Yeah,
flipped
yeah.
right through that.
Matt, so, no, it's different to me than Adrian sending a message. You
But if I
know?
just quickly interrupt you, Matt, have a look at this footage now in the window. You'll
Yeah.
notice that when it flies through here to land, there's just a little tiny corridor about 20 meters wide of bush in between the high-rise apartments that I have to fly over this corridor to get back into my landing spot. And I plotted, that's a Lychee mission. I plotted that. Lychee's flying the drone now. And it just makes it through the little corridor of
Oh,
green.
yeah.
I love Lychee. Even though I can see the drone, I'm using it more and more and more because it can just fly better than I can as far as camera capture.
Have you tried GS Pro at all?
No, I've had a look at it. Lychee, I've paid for it. It's clean. It's easy. I found it very reliable as far as plotting your waypoints in relation to ground height.
I'll just show what I was talking about, boys. Here we go, having a little bit of a... This is straight off the camera, Jim. Check out that sunset, mate. Jeez. Now, you're watching the left-hand corner. Now, this is 120 up. I didn't realise that over the ridge there was actually a lot more land. And
Did you do a time lapse?
No, mate, no. That's just me doing a pan around. Now, in the left-hand corner here, you can see a house pop up. You might see it. Here it is here. There's a house. Look how low, look how high the house is.
Yeah.
And there's a tree.
Oh.
Whoa! Oh, shit.
And that's what, is that an ND4?
That's got a 4 on it, yes.
That's what I was complaining to Chris Hope about. When I use an ND4, you can't see below the skyline.
Yeah, it all depends on where the sun is. When it starts to get really dark, then it doesn't really matter what you got on. You're going to sort of lose the ground. But we've talked about that before, mate. When the sun's a little bit high, you can get everything. You can get the sun and the ground in, using the aperture. You can't have it set to auto though, ever, if you're going to do that. But yeah, that scared the shit out of me. And to be quite honest, I didn't even see that house. Now I'm just...
Who's giving a round of applause? And then he realised it was the cheeks of his ass slapping together.
You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Yeah, right out the camera, Rick. Yep. So I didn't even see that house until I looked at the footage, and I might be 20 meters maybe above that house, the roof, although it's in front of me, it's around about that. So I wasn't far off of running into shit, man. Holy crap. And I could see the freaking drone.
What mode did you say you had that in?
I was just flying it.
Okay. Because if you had the tripod mode on, then you would have had side sensors?
Yes.
Okay. That's the only time you do get them turned on. All right.
Yeah, and any automated program that you've put it, you're using, it turns on your sides as well.
Okay.
Tripod mode's way too slow when you're doing a massive landscape like that. It's just boring as bat. So
I've not tried it.
Yeah. I've done some tripod modes
now. I never used to use it at all, but I do occasionally now. Depending where I'm flying.
You know what? I have used it on occasions over the last few because what I find too when it comes to the Mavic 2 is it's so easily accessible on the side.
Yes.
Thank you very much. The others, you tend not to go into it because it's like into the app, set up tripod mode, off you go,
I've been watching Castle Post. That's Redcliffe. I've been watching Parcel Post, waiting for my package to arrive from Western Australia. Slow bastards that'd get here quicker if it was coming from the States.
I'm still waiting for my package from Decal Girl.
Oh, she's pretty reliable.
I got a package today.
What's in it?
This shirt.
United We Drone.
United We Drone.
Mr. Bob Casey sent me that.
Oh, Bob, eh? I haven't said hello to Peter Carroll. How are you, mate? I got you a link whenever, if you ever want to pop in, mate. It's all good, man. Just let me know. It's all good. Yeah, United We Drone. Bob Casey sent it to you, didn't he? Nice, man.
We still need some kind of international group. I'm seeing more and more on UAV commercial news, more and more companies that are just taking over, whatever it may be, whether they're already doing pharmacy to home deliveries here in Florida from CVS Florida, and this one place called The Villages, which was a planned elderly community. And so they're just, and it drops down the pharmacy item. And then you've got Zipline, which everybody seems to be starting over either in Australia or Rwanda, Africa, that area, because of the lesser rules.
It's easier to buy our officials. Less red tape.
Well, they proved that it could work over in Africa, and so now Zipline is doing it here in America. I don't know. They get we were the first country. I mean, they started here within a few miles of where I am, and then they moved it to Canberra, the capital, and now they're operating in Canberra, and they've got a base here about 4 or 5, a bit longer, a bit further than that, about 1.2 kilometres, about 1,200 metres from me. They're based out here. And what annoyed me was at the time they started operating beyond line of sight and that sort of thing, there was no structure, no framework in place for anybody else to be able to do that. Right.
And, their answer when questioned was, but, they have virtually endless resources to put into making it a safe operation and meeting. Fine, but the problem is there's no framework. How do you clear the bar when there is no bar yet? I don't care how much money they've got. But anyway, now, of course, the rest of us can do that if we have enough money. We can jump through the hoops.
Is Bob Casey really here?
He was.
He was the first one.
It was his first comment, yeah. I tell you what, Ari, I'm going to Redcliffe. Look at that. Got to be shitting me.
Yeah, I'm parallel to the shore front and just side slipping along there. That's Lychee again. Lychee's controlling the camera, the angles, everything.
How close is that to either of the airports?
I'm just outside. It didn't give me any warnings. I checked it on the Can I Fly there at. Hello, Steve Carpenter. Hey, mate.
On your side of the fence, do you have a 5-mile limit from an airport or a 1 mile
5 kilometers, 3 nautical miles.
3 miles, okay.
3 nautical, yep.
Hey, Steve.
Steve Carpenter. How are you, mate?
I've got the, I don't know what it is because I've always had the certificate of authority, but I think it's 5 miles normally.
Well, I'm as authorised as anybody can be in Australia. I've got the highest level, and I've got the Aeronautical Radio Operator Certificate because to fly in a controlled movement area, you've got to be in contact with the tower and other aircraft. But even then,
they don't want that here.
Yeah, it would take. Well, they want me to have. They want you to have it when you go to school. When you go to school, they teach you how to do it. But then when you leave, they say, "Oh, but don't do that. You might distract somebody. We just want you to listen." But even with all of that, it would take me a couple of weeks minimum to get all the paperwork in and get it rubber stamped.
Hey, Bob. Yeah, here they don't want you to. In fact, we only recently at this airport got Lanc or Lance or whatever you want to call it. Prior to that,
even in 2018, I was calling the tower and getting permission. And then in 2019, they stopped that. So you either had a certificate of authorization or you didn't fly.
And hello to Thomas O'Sullivan, you know, mate.
How are you, Thomas?
I think we talked about this. You guys have a lot of those untowered airports too,
Yeah,
which are just
uncontrolled aerodromes.
right.
We can fly near them. You know, we're supposed to use our common sense, and we don't have ADSB. Essentially, if you hear anything, you're supposed to land.
Oh, this is beautiful. Ari? Oh, that's magnificent. I'm not going to go to Wellington Point. I'm going out there.
So
How
that's
far
what,
is this
that's what
from
he
you, Matt?
employs me for, guys. I'm just Matt's talent scout, scene scout.
He does locations, location scouting for me. Oh, look at that. Fuck, man, I'm doing that. That's about 45 from me to an hour.
It took me about an hour and 20 to get there from here.
What
What
kind
time
of pier
is
is that? Is that a opening and closing pier?
No, and you can see the masts in the foreground. There's actually a rock groin that makes a wave break for the pier, and those masts are small yachts that are anchored on the inside of the rock groin.
That's awesome. I'm going out there. Love it. Shit. So all these guys are all streaming together. Ready, Set, Drone, Ozby.
They're all on now?
Are they doing that? They must be doing that flight thing where they're all flying or something.
Oh, come fly with me.
Something like that. I was speaking to Greg about it a couple of weeks ago. Whose live were we on when Greg popped in? Someone's.
He does that on Lloyd's. He does it on Lloyd Mendenhall, Grumpy Vlogger.
Yeah.
And then now he's been starting to do it on Ken Herons. I don't know what.
Oh, it is Come Fly With Us. Yeah, okay. Well, that would explain that, yeah. God.
That would explain why you're not popular.
Matt's never popular.
Hey? No.
But nothing.
That's right. That's pretty cool, though. I don't know who that is flying there. I'm just watching that.
I did that one time where you sitting here through my keyboard, I was flying a drone in Malaysia, which is a pretty friggin' weird experience because you're pressing X and Y, you know what I mean?
Well, be careful, mate. The next thing you know, they'll have you bombing civilians in Iraq.
Yeah, there's your target.
You know, the frightening thing is they never want me to do that because I've got that mindset. You know, they say, bomb that. Yeah, not a problem. Whoosh, boom. Next.
I did send you a link. Ron? At 9:54 this morning. Check your email, son.
I think last time he didn't get one either, and he said he'd sent it. Maybe he needs to check his junk folder. I mean, where else would you look for mail from Matt? Yeah,
I
knew
found,
that was coming, didn't you, Matt?
No, but
No
actually,
doubt.
when I went to start a StreamYard stream, the key went to my spam folder. The email with the key in it went to my spam folder.
Just checked again. I've got it here right in front of me. Sent.
We'll miss you, Tom. We always miss you, but my aim's improving.
I'll send it again, Ron. RL photo 69.
Well, I can just forward it to him.
I've got it. Oh, well, okay. Well, I've just sent another one, but
All
anyway. God, yeah.
Apparently, your mail isn't important.
Apparently not.
Or is that mail from you?
Jim,
Yes.
do you want to discuss anything?
I don't.
That sounds like me and my kids. Is there anything you want to tell me before we start talking?
Well, I asked them today to send me. I want to know who's in command here. Where these pictures come from? You told me to send this drone to you, being the enterprise dealer. You were going to inspect it, see if you could get it working, and if not, send it off to DJI. The day they got it is the day they sent it off to DJI. I want to know if they actually inspected it. If they do, I want to know where the pictures or any report that they wrote up on the drone.
And not only that, and where did you crash it?
If you get something in, if Matt sends me a drone and I'm a company, and I'm telling you that I'm going to be fixing it and doing a report on it, aren't you going to take a few pictures?
And send them through, exactly, especially something like that.
Hey, this is the condition we received it in case the guy tries to screw us and say he sent a brand new drone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll just say g'day to Virtual Reality Trucking, Gwen, Osbeach Andy, Rick Halber's there, Steve Carpenter, the Do Ron has just popped his noggin in. Osbeach, I've said g'day to Osbeach. Might be heading down there in July too, Andy. So get your nice landscape ready for me, mate. Get the mower out, and we'll go and have a look at some more stuff. What do you reckon? Hey, Ron, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Not
Ron,
bad, mate.
whose email worked? Was it my email or Matt's?
Yours. Let me look.
So it was Matt's.
How many times did you send it, Matt?
Twice.
Okay, it did come through the second time.
It did.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
Jim came through too.
Weird.
Oh, dude. I found Margie's sister today.
Sister? We're going on a double date.
When she did the live stream?
No, it was this gal on, Matt, do you allow, I got to play, I'd love to play, it's about, the whole video is an hour long, but the first 30 seconds, you got to hear it.
Go ahead.
What do you mean hear it? Is it music?
No music.
Okay, do it, dude.
Do it.
She, this gal, apparently was on
Relinda.
Twitter, was on Twitter and really voiced her opinion and on what she felt about everything that's going on with the looters and how she really felt. But man,
That was it. That black woman?
no, she's like she looks either Oriental or like from the Philippines. Oh, gorgeous dude, but sassy, just plain sassy. You it's,
Pop that up.
oh, let me find her.
Bill, how are you, mate? Newfound
got
drone
one.
production.
I got one in Messenger from one of you guys. That was this
Red.
black lady just ripping this whole thing a new hole.
I'm just glad I'm in Australia. I mean, I see a lot of stuff that not you guys, but a lot of people in the drone community are. What should we say? The two terms that spring to mind are politically active or pain in the ass. But anyway, they're endlessly posting politically themed rants, and I look at it, and about 8 times I've half typed a response and then backspace.
Yeah.
No winning. Just shut up, Ari. Shut up.
Let me see, man. Here it goes. Like I said, she just tells the story. She apparently got booted from Twitter. She got suspended for like 36 hours because she voiced her opinion. Well,
How dare she?
She's back.
Did you check the audio tab to share audio as well?
Oh yeah.
You have? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Here it comes. Share screen. But I like them sassy like this.
You like them with a little fight in them, huh?
Oh, dude.
Peter,
Take
Yeah.
down the message on the screen there, so we can see.
Okay.
Can you see that?
hang on. I can. Yep, won't be a sec. I'm just going to answer. I have a good life here. I got no missed calls from you, mate. I got nothing here. Nothing. No missed calls. Tried to
Well,
read
Matt,
you back.
Matt's going back on tour. Celebrities don't take phone calls
I
from.
announced my
Oh, you ready?
return to Twitter this afternoon
Well-
with 3 simple words:
No, can't see it.
bitches.
Hang on, I haven't put it up yet, dude. I haven't put it up. Oi, Ron, take it back.
Go back.
Yeah, we don't
It's
have it
not
on
sharing
screen.
yet.
No, you don't have it on screen.
No,
No.
we've still got Victorial Aerial Vision's comment.
Let's
Oh.
get rid of that. Let's get rid of Brett's. Where are we? Oh, where the hell is that? Oh man,
You
there's so
got-
much shit going on here in the chat. Thanks for asking me. I'm going good, thanks, Bill. Thanks very much. Won't be a sec. No, keep sharing, Ron. I'll pop that
Okay.
up.
Here we go.
Adrian. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Adrian is. I've sent him a message. You haven't got it up there, dude. You got us up there.
I hit the share button.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have, but you're
click on the
sharing.
desktop in
You're
the
sharing
middle.
us. You're sharing the. You're sharing the
Hold on.
the stream, not what you want to
Oh.
show us.
Is this sharing?
Count. Oh yeah, like you dickhead.
Now you got a call from them.
It's from him. You wank.
Ron, are you
Uh,
pressing the application tab?
Here
Yeah,
we
there.
go.
You know what? Let me.
We got it.
Oh,
we just
now.
had it. We just had it.
Now he's disappeared.
Okay.
Adrian Lockwood. Oh, we got it. Jim, count to 10, mate. Count to 10. Count to 20, actually. You might have to. Oh my God, you had it 2 seconds ago, dude.
Yeah.
No, but right here.
That we have seen in inner city.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Oh,
Just listen how she announces that I'm back. I just love it. Is it sharing?
Yep.
Yeah.
yes.
Shot. I am not going to hold back on how I feel about it. And I announced my return to Twitter this afternoon with 3 simple words: I'm back, bitches. And those of you who fall in that category, you're on notice.
Anyhow. I just
She
like
got
that, the way she announced that. I'm back, bitches.
There's a little bit of fig jam in there, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you
absolutely.
use that phrase in the US as well? You understood what that means?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man.
I like him
Well-
sassy like that.
I can't really disagree. She isn't. You wouldn't kick her out from under the sheets.
I would. There's more room on the floor.
Yeah, but
Like-
you're kinky, man. You know.
When I lay on something hard now, it sort of goes like a bowl of jelly these days.
When I lay on something hard, I just remind myself I'm married. What do I expect?
Yeah, right.
I was in the hospital for a couple of days this week getting a lot of tests done, and they were cutting bits out of me. And I went into the room with a little procedure nurse, and she says, "Now, I'm going to take a scalpel, and I'm going to," and I just held up and said, "Stop right there. I've been married for 35 years. Women waving sharp objects in my direction, de rigueur, every day, lady. It's all good."
You should tell her I'll do the dishes after you're finished.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Puts me down. She said, "Now I'm going to start cutting. It might hurt." I said, "Gee, that's funny. My wife only ever uses the first part of that statement. I'm going to cut you."
Yeah.
What do you mean it might hurt? If I'm going to the hospital to be cut, I'm paying $1 billion. I don't want to feel a damn thing.
They'll only give you
I can get cut on the
a
street
certain
for
amount
free.
of anesthesia if you want to go home, Jim.
Holy crap! Look who it is without any headset on.
But you could hear me pretty good because I'm on my computer, so I don't want to hear.
No.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear
You
it.
cut.
He's breaking up
cutting out.
nicely. You're breaking
You're
up.
breaking up real good there, Adrian.
Hey,
No, I'm
hand
not.
these to Adrian, Matt.
Yeah, Adrian. I was gonna.
night.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Adrian. Yeah, have a look at them. See them? There you go. They go in your ears, mate.
Harry, how you doing, sir?
I'm not so bad, Adrian. I hope you're doing well, buddy, and keeping safe.
Just
I'm
ignore
doing
it.
brother. 2-1-1. How you doing, boss?
Good, brother. Doing good.
The hi hat.
That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was.
Brushing
don't need-
it off.
I can hear you fine. I don't need earplugs.
Yeah.
My friend, the man of the hour. How you doing, man?
I'm going fine, mate. I'm going fine. How are you?
Oh, are you doing fine or you going fine? I don't understand.
I'm doing fine.
There you go. Now you're talking. There you go. Okay.
Okay. You got a question from Bill. How's the scooter? Have you fallen off yet, mate?
Not yet. I actually got it set up. I did everything. As a matter of fact, there's even an app on the phone that you can actually do GPS and also the miles per hour on the phone. It's pretty freaking neat, but I haven't taken it for a spin yet. No, only
Sure, that-
around the house over here in my living room and around the kitchen. I almost busted my ass going too
It's
damn
good.
fast, but I'm good.
It's good to have an app like that while you're trying to concentrate on staying on the thing. You need some other distractions there. Where's
Who
the
gets
sun?
balance? Who needs balance?
Oh shit, Ari! Where's the sun gone, mate?
Oh,
Yeah,
obviously.
they said it's going to bucket down this afternoon.
I need to get more footage, man.
What
me
kind
go
of
ahead.
scooter did you get,
Let me
Adrian?
pull up the track. Say what now?
What sort of scooter? I got.
I can tell you. What was that, Jim?
Did you get?
So, Ron, going back to you, so how was your day?
What?
Well, scooter did you get?
Jim, I've never heard you say
Yeah, well,
anything
Jim
more
said-
profound.
I really hate you, Jim. I really do. Don't call me no more, damn it. Don't call me no more. I'm done with you.
Lose my number.
That sucks, Brett. Shit.
It's going to
was
be
nice.
better than me, mate. You only want to fly. I may be out in the test driving a boat in it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a long way to row too around that island.
Go ahead,
No, I'm testing one with a motor. You know, I'm not that
Oh.
keen. Yeah.
Oh, hoity-toity.
Jim,
Um,
Steve says you look like a flight attendant before takeoff, instructing the passengers what to do.
I love some of those flight attendant videos. They crack me up. The
Oh.
pre-flight briefing, and then oxygen masks will drop down from the ceiling. Mothers with children, put your oxygen mask on first before your child. If you have more than one child,
You're
decide
dead.
which one you love more now.
Yeah, pick
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
One don't do so well.
Pick your
Tell you
favorite.
something. In the late 90s, I was the voice of the safety inspection, the safety demonstration on the Qantas Dash 8s.
Oh, bullshit.
They popped mine in. Yeah, dude.
Hey, man, my allergies are messing with me. Bullshit.
Matt,
Corner dash 8.
Brent
Sorry.
Nunnally is looking for a link. He wants to test his new camera and mic.
What is a dash 8? Corner
Oh,
dash.
it's a twin engine turboprop mid distance commuter aircraft, Jim.
Yeah, they used it on the Airlink. It was back then. It's Qantas Link now.
Very good plane.
Is that like a puddle jumper?
Can you send me a quick link? Okay, well, let me know when you're back, Brent, and I'll send you a link. We've got the Carpenter from Hell, the Steve Carpenter.
Hi, Steve.
Hell, that's right. It's called Southern California, or I should say California.
You-
Hello, Matt, Ari, Adrian, Jim, Ron. Good
Steve,
day,
you look
good
hungry.
evening.
You look hungry, Steve. You look hungry. You haven't had pizza yet.
I know, almost.
Friday night pizza night.
Pizza, and I'm still waiting for my piece to arrive, and it better be hot when it gets here, Steve.
Well, you know, it's a 21-day shipping time to get there, and the batteries in that thermal heater just must have died.
What type of pizza are we having? If there's any ham, I can't get it past the rabbi.
Hang on.
What's
This
that?
is not good. This is not good. This is not
Yeah,
good.
no, it isn't good.
I told you to shave before you come on the show.
I shave.
I did the last time.
I know you did. You did very well, but you just got so slack now. What's going on, brother?
I know.
Speaking of batteries,
Hey, Matt.
Thank you
Matt.
very much, Curtis Start.
got a question.
No, Matt.
Hey, anybody ever experienced go out today and flying a little bit, and one battery could not get video feed to the controller? Weird.
Which aircraft?
Mavic 2 Pro and the smart controller.
That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Never seen that before.
No.
Changed batteries and everything worked fine. Go back to the battery, did the same thing.
I've got nothing here, Jim. Jim?
Yeah, but are you sure it's the battery?
Switched
Or
to
just
this
turning
one.
it off and turning it back on again?
I tried the other 3 batteries. Everything worked fine. I went back to that battery one last time, did the same thing.
Oh, then you did isolate it.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Adrian, are we interrupting your phone time?
I'm not on my phone. I'm actually talking on the chat.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't see anything. I don't see anything in the chat.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Where
What's
did
up?
you find?
Who's
One
the lady? Who's the lady? Ladies and gentlemen, lady.
That would be Jim. He's the lady. Always bitching about something. Always. I'm talking about always whining about something.
I'm like this, waiting for that chirp.
Jim is just not a lady on so many levels. Yeah.
Ari, the thing is that Jim, he can't live without me. That's the problem. He loves me.
Is that what you
I
call
know
it?
that, mate. But he's doing a pretty damn good job of hiding it.
I tried to divorce him, but he won't sign the papers.
Adrian, is that what you call a love-hate relationship? Can't live with them, can't kill them?
Thin line between love and hate. Yeah, that's right. But guess what, fellas? Guess what?
What, mate?
I'm really happy I had a good day because. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Give me a minute.
What, the phone rang or something?
No, hold on.
He put a video up.
I'm going to say get out of Curtis Start. I didn't see him there. How you going, buddy?
Anyway, I'm actually happy because I saved a lot of money in car insurance. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
went
Did you
to
sell your
Geico?
car?
Huh?
Did you sell your car?
No, I didn't sell my car. I still got my car.
Yeah, listen to me.
I have to drive to work, man. I didn't tell me to get on a damn scooter. I can't do it. It won't reach that far.
I'm just wondering how you're saving on car insurance.
Isn't there a commercial about that?
Yeah, that's the reason why I said that, but he didn't get it, Ari. He's stuck on dumb. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
I said, did you get Geico?
No, Geico stinks.
Well, they're the ones with the commercial.
Yeah.
I don't like that little lizard. He stinks.
I'll tell you what. Geico took over the insurance for Boat US, who my boat was insured through. They paid out 100% on the claim for the loss of my boat.
Sweet. It's about
It
time.
was. Is the boat still in the driveway? Yeah, it was really sweet.
And the lizard still runs back and forth out here. The gecko.
I got that, Ari. Still under wraps in the driveway.
They took good care of me too, Steve.
We have pictures of Steve with a screwdriver taking a screw out of the bottom so that baby would go down.
Yeah, that's it. Jumping up and down on deck. Sink you both.
Hey, speaking of insurance, apparently I learned the other night that State Farm, that I know of, was the only game in town that covered drone insurance. They no longer do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You checked?
I didn't
check. He just talking. Yes, he did.
No.
The
No,
bill, when I was on with Bill the other night, from coast to coast, they brought it up, and yep, no longer. State Farm will no longer carry drone insurance, and I think they're the only game in town.
That is a shame. We don't have anything like that out here.
Really?
Not for recreational pilots, and even my commercial insurance is so ridiculous that I pay it by the month. If I get a job on, then I'll insure for that month, because the last time I looked for a yearly cover, it was just short of $8,000.
You know what? And there's no reason for that whatsoever. Absolutely no reason.
It's an unknown entity, or what is, well, not really anymore. They still like to claim it, but originally they used to sting you because, oh, it's an unknown area, mate. You know, we don't know what we could be up for.
No, you got more chance crashing your car on the way to doing your drone job than what you are crashing your drone and causing that much freaking damage that it's going to, cost you $1 million. Come on.
No, well, in California, they wouldn't insure us here in California. They excluded California. So you couldn't get that coverage in California. But I know they paid out real well for Dennis Lovelady. He filed a claim on it, and they paid the whole bird out, and he was able to get it repaired. And that's all he wanted, was it repaired. They said, nope, we pay out for the whole entire cost of the drone. They paid the cost for the drone. He got the money, had the drone repaired, and bought another drone.
No wonder premium.
Has anybody seen him? I haven't seen Dennis online for about a week.
Who? Dennis? No. No, I haven't seen Dennis.
During the week, he's pretty quiet.
Steve, you got word that Rick Caliber's doing better and going home tomorrow, maybe?
He's in the chat here.
He's in the chat here.
Oh.
Yeah, I talk with him.
How
And
nice of you to pay attention.
Yeah.
Jim, do you get a kick out of just talking? Shh.
LDS.
Hey, Al, funny thing happened on the way to your channel today. I was talking to Bill from Coast to Coast Drones, and he says, Jim, how do you know when the videos are in HDR on YouTube? And I told him, it says HDR on it. Go look at Al Diaz's videos. Well, damned if your videos don't say 4K on them now. They don't say HDR on them right now.
What, on his Stats for Nerds?
On Al Diaz's 2 videos that used to say HDR, now just say 4K on them.
Matt, just something quickly, and if Brent Nutley wants to give his camera a run, feel free to throw me out into the green room.
Brent Nutley. Is he back?
Yes, he's back.
Yes. Do you want a link, mate? I'll chuck that link in there. He wants to check his camera. You're going to take a hike, are you, Ari?
No, I'll just sit in the green room. When you feel you can stand me for a while, drag me back in.
Okay, well, it'll be a while.
I'm used to it. I'm married.
Right. All right. Thanks.
Hey,
All right. I'll chuck it in there, Brent, mate, and hook on in, dude. There's the link right there.
I'm used to being marginalised and not wanted. I was a musician once too.
Yeah.
You know what?
Tickets
When he pops in, you can pop me out. I'm going to go get my coffee refilled.
Okay, mate. Yep.
Give him a chance to talk.
I thought he was suggesting something else there for a minute before the coffee cup came up.
Yeah, I thought he said.
I'm gonna. Oh, Jim's breakfast.
I had pizza for dinner tonight.
You went to Steve's place.
Oh.
Oh crap! I better go check and see if my order was stolen.
Had Little Caesars. A lot of cheese on the thing. Too much cheese.
Well,
Oh, was it?
Hey, Aldi, it's a pleasure doing what I did for you, bro.
That story that Mel told a couple weeks ago about he ordered pizza and
no.
apparently they delivered it to his neighbors, and Mel paid for it online, and his damn neighbor kept it and ate it.
Yeah.
But it was a duplex. They knocked on the wrong door. They said, "Here's your pizza." The guy said, "Thanks."
I'm overly naive for my age. I comment in a few threads on Reddit, on computer hardware and a few other things, and of course you get the little feed of all the hot topics coming through on the other side. And I saw one come through this week. It said pizza challenge, and I thought, what the hell is that? I'm gonna have to have a look at that. It was just intriguing, so I clicked on it. All I can say is I was born 40 years too soon. I should have been a pizza delivery driver, because this thread is all about how certain young ladies answer the door to the pizza guy.
Yep.
They do the same way for the milkman. I was one of those.
Yeah.
Playboy Forum, mate. You just got to read them. Those pizza dudes, they got it made. It's happened on every bloody delivery. Won't be a sec.
Playboy stories. Was it Playboy or Hustler? The stories were unbelievable. Oh,
Yeah.
she came to the door naked and invited me in.
Yeah.
Well, at least on
Happened all
Reddit, they
the
show the film. All these girls seem to put up a hidden camera. So it's not just the story, it's real. I should have been a pizza delivery
is.
guy.
Pornhub.com. Won't be a sec, Brent. Brent's backstage. Are you going to get that coffee, Jim, or
Yeah, go
Ari?
ahead, mate. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'll just pop Jim back.
Oh, Ron, you were asking about Rick. I don't know if he's still in or not, but yeah, they're keeping him through tomorrow, and they'll assess him tomorrow again. But he was saying that the doctors have been popping in constantly, which is pretty unusual. Usually it's, one pass during the day or maybe twice, and that's it. But I guess they've been popping in, but they want to get his, I'm not going to go into his medical. I'll talk to you about it later, but certain levels up because they want to do an angiogram on him. So,
Yeah.
so they got to get him strong enough to get him into the cath lab.
Oh,
Dear, well, he was in here earlier.
Yeah.
I think he might still be here. Let's say g'day to Brent. How are you,
Hey,
mate?
guys.
Brett Nunley.
Only.
Brent,
How's
Well,
it, buddy?
The microphone's not going to win any awards, but the camera's looking good.
Don't even try, Brent. No. Like this right here. That's the
Yeah.
style. That right there.
That's a
Yeah.
flathead.
there you go. There you go, Brent.
Hey, get the hi-hat going.
There you go, Brent. There you go. High five, baby. You got it. None of this young stuff over here.
Adrian, I think everybody on YouTube is used to the hi-hat now.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, Brent.
This is just
Hey,
my
hey.
laptop, camera, and mic, so I just wanted to make sure it was working okay. I just bought this laptop, so
Camera's good, better than the average laptop camera. The microphone's got the usual hollowness from the big room sound.
yeah, I should probably put on a mic and earphones.
If you don't mind me asking, what computer is that, Brent?
It's a Dell 15 7000. It's a 7548 gaming computer. I got
Okay,
a pretty good
but
deal on it. So
Gotcha.
it only had like 6 gigs of RAM. I've never seen a computer with 6 gigs of RAM. It had like a 4 and a 2. So I just ordered.
That's weird.
I just put 16 in it. And it helps. And tomorrow I'm going to install the SSD.
Man, how come I could still hear you?
Do I?
I can't hear.
Oh, all right. I thought I heard Matt. And I was like, why can I still hear him? So this is a gaming computer. So you got a good graphics card in there?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. But I don't really game. I'm just going to use it for videos.
Right,
editing.
right. That's why I went for the Republic of Game, the Rogue, Asus Rogue. At the time, that's all you could get if you wanted to render anything.
Right.
Everything
Yeah.
else is pretty much built for business.
It's slow right now because of the HD. It's driving me crazy. I'm used to having SSDs in my laptops, but
Yeah. That's a huge
I ordered a
difference.
500 gig SSD, but I forgot you had to have a SATA cable, so I had to order a SATA cable in order to hook it up to the SSD and clone my hard drive, and then I'll install it tomorrow. Yeah.
I started out by using this enclosure, which is a USB-C plug
hmm
with the Samsung 970 Evo,
Yeah.
1 terabyte, and that works fine. I've got it into the USB 3.1 right now
Yeah.
because my computer actually said it had 2 M2 slots for the SSDs, but when I took the back off it, it only had 1. Remember that, Steve?
How many days did we go over that trying to look for it?
The manual shows too.
I know.
My other laptop has another slot, but my kid stole it, so I had to order this one.
Well, you got the MX, so that's the better one of the two crucials. The BX, it doesn't last anywhere as long.
How big did you get? 1 terabyte or?
500 gigs.
Oh,
And I have an external 500 gigs, so
yeah. For any of mine that I do, if any of the upgrades, I minimum put a 1 terabyte in there. That way I can run my operating system and those stuff on the solid state drive and then put everything else over onto the data side.
right.
Al
it-
put a 1 terabyte in SSD in his MacBook.
Mhm.
I didn't know you could do that. I thought those MacBooks were sealed up.
You can unseal
Why
them.
not?
Those things are pricey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
they are.
time.
My daughter wants one.
Wait a minute, he sold his motorcycle?
Oh,
Al Diaz, he said, sold the 2002 FLHR. I'm going to get a Mac Pro, an iMac Pro.
well, he's got 2 bikes.
Oh,
I nearly bought another notebook this last couple of weeks, but I decided, don't tell me I've got a problem with my drone habit. My wife thinks I've got a problem because I've decided to buy a boat just so I can go out to the Bay Islands and get more drone footage. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable, right, guys?
you just,
guys?
you just
Yeah.
built your own computer.
Yeah, that's for here, but I have a fairly decent computer now. It's about 2 years old. When I get out on the job site, if they want something right there and then, I can't lug this thing out with me.
That's the problem. You got to get into. I've got an Acer Nitro that I bought back in 2016, and the only thing I've done to that is update the hard drive on the SSD drive, the NVMe drives on it. Replace that one, and then on the secondary drive, it was a standard drive. I cloned that one out and put a solid state drive in it. So.
I'm like you, Steve. I've got 2 NVMe M2 drives in this. One for the operating system and one for for video management.
You got 2 slots. Yeah, this only has 1 slot.
And then I've got a 3 terabyte rotary to store all the files on. But if I'm processing video, it's always from one solid state to the other solid state.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got that 6 terabyte I got for $128. I work off the solid state drive, and then when I'm done with stuff, I put it all into the 6 terabyte as backup.
Yeah, smart.
They
I wish this had double slots, Ari, but it doesn't. It's just got the one, unfortunately.
Oh, Apple solders it to the board?
Nearly all notebooks are an integrated graphics solution, Jim. Very few can be upgraded. And then the ones that can, you got the issue with the cooling system. The heat pipe system is often different. So you might as well get another notebook. Matt, throw me out into the green room and come back and terrorize these guys.
Oh, so checked.
I gotta bug out here, guys. I gotta go help my wife anyway.
Well, it's working good, Brent.
I'm sorry?
It's working good.
Yeah, I'm pleased with it. It'll be faster tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
put that solid state baby in there, and it'll speed it up a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's killing me right now. I'm just sitting here waiting for it to boot up. You know how it is. It takes 2 minutes to boot up with an SSD. It's like that, you know.
Hey,
but anyway,
Jim,
I'll be listening, guys. It was good seeing y'all. And,
Absolutely, yeah.
Next time I'll try and stay a little longer.
Anyways, one more hi-hat for 8 before you go, mate. There you go.
Bend it.
No, get out of here. No, get out of here.
I double dog dare you to bend it.
Yeah, I bet you did. You put it in your back pocket too, didn't you?
No, rubber band, man. Rubber band. And then back pocket.
You got to be straight.
Come on, man.
There's nothing straight about you, Adrian. Yes, no worries. Nice to nice to meet you.
Yep. Next time I'll stay longer. I'll try to.
All right, Brent. See you later, man.
Y'all have a good night. I'll be listening.
Yeah.
See you, mate. Cheers.
Take
mate.
care,
guys.
Hey, Jim. Can I use an external hard drive with my computer? Like a plug and play?
Would you have a USB-C or USB 3.1 or 3.0 even?
Even a 2.0, you can get it. It's going to be
It's
slow.
too slow. It's too slow.
I do because I have an adapter that has all the connectors.
Not an
in it.
adapter, not an adapter. Your computer, when you look at it, what color is the USB port? Is
There's
it
no
black?
USB port. There's no USB port. There's only 2 USB port. That's it.
Oh, he's got the Apple.
Yeah, this is the Apple MacBook Air 2019.
Oh, that's
Better
good.
I don't know anything about Apple. Steve, Ari?
That's going to limit. I'm the class. Good luck. Take care, Brent.
Adrian, they make
Hold on 1 second, Ari, just to kind of answer Aldiaz. Only now you actually answer that. You even went ahead. You told me that you love me and the little comment you gave me, and only now you want to say that about me on the chat. That's not cool. Yes, I do want to hug you and punch you though. I take that from you.
Here we are,
I
Matt.
think-
Last week, going back to Brokeback Mountain.
I told you that brim. I told you that brim is the only thing straight on Adrian.
Ron, what the is that about?
You were all hammered up last weekend.
Ari, go ahead, Ari. Go ahead with what you were going to say. So I'm sorry about that. Go
I'm not
ahead.
going to say anything, man. I mean, it's obvious the high esteem that you're held in here, Adrian. I think Jim has a soft spot for you, which is a bottomless bog in the Florida Everglades.
Hey, I'm talking about computer. What are you talking about now, Ari?
No, the computers. Look, I had an Air, but not a 29.
Would you let him talk, Adrian? Man's trying to answer your question.
It'll have some ports, whether it's a standard USB. You need to find out whether it's a standard USB-C or a Thunderbolt port. You can get an external caddy for it, but I'm not sure how much it's worth, because regardless of how fast the hard drive is, you're still limited by the speed of the expansion bus. You know, you need to justify with the Chancellor of the Exchequer, which is yourself, that you need another computer as well. Honest, you do. You've got our permission. Go get one.
Because with the SSD, you're flowing it like up to 6 gigabytes a second, right? And then,
Yes.
but if you're only using
Depending
a
on the drive.
2.0,
Depending on the drive and the cable attachment. So if he's going to find out if it's a Thunderbolt on there.
Yeah, that's right. Like a standard 2.5, like Brent held up, they're good 6 gigabits a second.
Yeah.
The M2 NVMe one I've got in here, the 970 Samsung Pro, that thing, 3,500 megabytes a second.
well, that's what I'm using. The Samsung 970 Evo.
Yes, but is it internal to the machine or is it in a caddy?
It's in a caddy. It's external.
That's
It's plugged
where
in.
you lose it. That's where you lose it.
Adrian, you
Well,
talk.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, go.
Adrian, you talk about a MacBook Pro.
No, the MacBook Air, not the Pro.
MacBook Air.
Yeah, they're the ultra thin.
Yeah,
Joe-
yeah.
Well, I know in talking to Apple, just a couple of times that I've been down to the local shop there, they make different adapters, and they're so proprietary, and they make different adapters. They say will only be data transfer, compatible.
And then every 2 generations they change it.
Yeah.
What model is yours, Adrian?
How the hell do I find that out?
2019, and it'll either be an 11-inch or a 12.9.
2019. This one is a 13 inch.
Yep.
What I was talking about, Adrian, is if like you put that fast card in a slow USB, like a 2.0, you're just cutting its speed in half or more.
Okay.
Well, the USB is up to now like 3.0 or faster.
Yeah,
3.0 or 3.1 now.
there's 3 Gen 2.
3.2. 3.2 is out. Just look on the bottom of your, it should be on the bottom of your laptop. It should give a model number, pop the model number on there, and then take a look and see what ports are on it online.
Okay.
You only have one port, a USB-C port?
It has 2
2.
on the side. Yeah.
I've seen those hubs that they sell for them. It lays on your desk, and it's a hub for HDMI and all that other stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was telling you. Let me show you right here.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've seen. Now, I don't know if they make them powered or I don't know anything about Apple. I agree with that.
Hey, I don't know if you use Google Translate, but that was perfect, Matt.
Yeah.
Because I know everything, mate.
Okay, let it out. Let it out. What were you about to say? Now go ahead.
I looked it up.
Did you?
My Spanish is limited to bar Spanish. ¿Dónde está casa de
Yeah,
Pepe?
okay. Excuse me, Adrian. Your model has a Thunderbolt port. It has one USB-C 3.1 Generation 2 and one Thunderbolt port, 40 gigabits per second. You could put an external hard drive on that and get some pretty good speed out of it.
You're in good shape. So
Mm.
the answer to that was yes. And I got mine from Best Buy, my SSD drive, and it was about $1.79 for 1 terabyte of the Samsung 970 Evo.
Damn, man, our dollar's worth crap. He's buying external hard drives for $1.79.
That's a big markup.
Bloody Australian dollar worth shit, man.
It's $1.79. Yeah.
I tell you, that VAT tax you guys are paying is just way too much.
It's not so much the tax either. What it comes down to too is we're on a higher wage here, which translates into retail. And it's the same everywhere you go. It works. I mean, for instance, the pound, they're not on a lot of money over there in England. So say a Mars bar over there is 40p. We're on higher money here as an income, and our Mars bars are $2.70. You know what I mean? So like 40 cents and $2.70 basically.
They had this odd idea that if we have more money, they're entitled to more of it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, take more. And
That's because you guys are stinking rich down under.
We're used to it, mate. You know, we're standing in a public place and you'll feel somebody's hand slip into your pocket and you turn around and say, "Are you from the government?"
Yeah.
We say the same thing here.
How is your rent and your housing?
Average. It's all right.
I think median rental here for the house in Brisbane last I checked was about $840 a fortnight.
So $420 a week.
$420 a week.
Yeah.
And median house price in Brisbane is $670,000.
Yeah. That's well, in my area, say for instance, you can pick up
Oh,
a
no
fairly,
one was there.
but yeah, they do. All the bums live here, mate. You know that.
They take anybody in his neighbourhood, you know, musicians, drone pilots.
Yeah, they don't care. It's all right. It's not a bad area. For around about $300,000, you can buy yourself a pretty decent sort of house. You know, nothing as flashy as Ron's. I haven't got them on the wall over there. You know, but yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad.
When I got to Florida, now I'm coming from New York, where a $14,000 house went up to $500,000.
Yeah.
When I got to Florida in '93, you could buy a house for brand new $60,000, and now they're back up to $200,000. Florida, ranch pieces of shit.
Yeah. Like Adrian's place. What's yours like, Adrian? Yours is a rectangle, isn't it? Your house?
It's what we call a mobile home.
Yeah, that's like
You
a
got
rectangle.
you got a single or a double?
Double.
I tell you what, I'm seriously thinking of going that way because I am sick and tired of this maintenance.
There are worse places to live, man, honestly,
Then where?
than in a mobile home. Motorhome, you know, whatever you want to call it.
They're
These houses-
prefabbing them now.
Yeah, and they're made out of good materials. Like, you know, my grandparents travelled around the country when I was young. I used to go with them. It was a great lifestyle.
Yeah, we've got several parks here, and the modular homes that they're putting in them now. I mean, those things are phenomenal looking, but they're not cheap.
Well, the company out here that makes most of them, Steve, is called Force 10 Homes because they're constructed to withstand a Force 10 gale.
Okay.
And, you know, so people who live up on the Queensland coast, they love those things. Originally, they were brought out for retirement homes and that sort of thing. But they're made entirely out of steel, and we've got big termite problems in the tropics.
Yeah.
They'll withstand a cyclone, and they're modular. You know, you want 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a dungeon, just tell them to add it.
Yeah.
I love the container houses.
Yeah.
I'll
That
have
is
you know,
such a
Brian,
cool
I am
idea.
wearing underwear, and if you any more of that, I'll prove it. You'll be sorry.
Don't
They-
stand up, Larry.
They actually built a whole bunch of them up here for the veterans, a bunch of the veterans that were homeless. They built a lot of these small, not the full, 40-foot long ones, but the 20-some footers.
Yep.
Built them in, insulated them, put them all in, and I'll tell you what, they are really nice what they've done with them.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful. And when they start stacking them and multi-storying them and all that and putting like 10 together,
Oh, yeah.
You know, oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. I love them.
But the only problem is they rust.
Yeah, but it's not going to rot like a wooden house.
yeah.
Well, that's why most of the stuff here, majority of the homes that you see going up new around here are going up with metal studs. They're not going in with wood studs anymore.
Not here in the tropics of Florida.
Yeah.
It's friggin' wood.
Have you got termites there?
No, but we had them in New York.
Yeah, okay. Because
We have them here plentiful.
Yeah, we got termites around here too. I I saw one running at the back of my shed because my backyard's sort of like a split level, and so the shed runs out and it sort of runs into the lower level. So there's a massive bit of concrete to keep it obviously level at the back. Just this mud track straight up the top. Now my shed's bloody metal, but inside I had a wooden box. I used to carry all my amps and mixing desk in. And somehow they smelt it out. And they ate the bloody box. And they're like 3 feet from the dirt. Pointing up to Adrian.
Hey, Jim, down in Florida, do you have ticks down there?
No, well, we have a problem with these red ants.
Really?
We get these red ant mounds, especially after a couple of days of heavy rain. You're not even thinking, and you're walking along, and before you know it, there's 5,000 on your foot, attacking you. I've taken people in my ambulance who have been allergic to the sting, and well, Adrian could tell you how allergies are, but it acts as like this lady had like a calcification of her lungs as a reaction to the multiple ant stings. She had stepped out of a public supermarket into an ant mound.
Oh,
we have some goodies here, bullet ants, so-called, because a bite's like being hit by a bullet. But we were doing okay until about 10 years ago. We asked the United States for military support, and they sent us fire ants.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Drop them on the Indonesians? Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Fire ants, man, they're a hardy breed too. I'll tell you that.
Just here in southeast Queensland, we've got them. We've had them, about 10 years or so, Matt?
I would say even a bit longer than that.
Yeah, and they've got all the biosecurity and the signs up, don't transport soil. And every now and then the helicopters fly over and drop all the baits, but they're never going to get rid of them. They're like bloody politicians.
Yeah, they're everywhere. G'day, Jay. Mate. I had to say g'day to Jay Santiago.
Yeah. I know I got to keep an eye on my neck this week and watch for the signs. I pulled a humongous tick off me last night. Obviously, he had been on there for quite some time.
Oh, he was fat.
Yep. And I got to watch for the old bullseye. And I had Lyme disease once. Trust me, guys, it's not a fun time.
Well, how'd you get a tick on your ball sack?
No, on my neck.
It had really good aim, Jim, because it's small targets.
Where the hell did you get Bowsack from back? What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, Matt mentioned it earlier. You weren't listening. You were playing with your phone.
I'm not playing with my phone.
Isn't it?
Don't ask him to show you what he is playing with, Jim.
Yeah. Oh, Adrian.
actually, he is texting.
Don't put your hands up there, mate. I don't know where they've been. Hey, isn't it funny though, Ron? Once the tick's on there and you end up getting it off, just how numb that area is, where they've injected with their.
I can feel this raised area right here, but
did you get them off with a big lighter?
Before it, oh my God! I ended up with like cardiac issues. I had severe. When I have somebody say, when I tell someone to please take me to the hospital, I'm sick. The headache
That can be a lifelong thing, that Lyme disease.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, you get Bell's palsy. Yeah, all sorts of things.
Officially, we do not have Lyme disease in Australia, but we do have about 4,000 people who are suffering from symptoms exactly like it.
How did you get the tick to back out, Ron?
All I did was it was weird that he had been on there for a while, and how my partner didn't recognize it yesterday, I don't know.
Ron just went, "Psst, you do know I vote Republican, don't you?" And it was out there.
No, I left work at 7 o'clock last night and was on my way home, and all of a sudden what the heck's that? Man, sure enough, there he was. Yeah, he was all fat and happy.
Where was it, Adrian? That's what I thought. Back to the story. 100% participation. Right with you, brother. Solidarity.
And then
Nothing.
and then here we go.
Oh, there's
Oh.
No clue.
He's been.
I think you were just high-hatted, Jim.
He was side high-hatted. That's
Yeah,
one of the
side
worst kinds. It's
Is that
one
a
of the
difference?
worst kinds.
The side hat versus the high hat.
Yeah, the side slight lift is more. It's I'm above you. It's like whatever.
It's like the nose.
Yeah, that's the one. The cup of tea with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Don't
yeah.
take a photo.
Pina colada. You know.
When you don't want to say, "Hey, Ron, he's a gay bastard," you just look at him and say, "He's one of these."
Where's
your pink cup today, Adrian? Hey, what color does that
Adrian,
look?
you even listened, dude.
Not pink.
You look all angry, dude.
Huh?
You look all angry.
No. I'm just replying to some of these comments because I'm so far behind. While you guys talking.
Not paying attention at all.
Hang on. Let me get this straight. Comments on your own channel.
Yeah, because there's none here.
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
So go talk to you, Ron. I'm not pissed, brother. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Matt. Matt, did you say something?
You can stop that right there, Harry.
Are you okay, Steve?
Mr. Carlson.
Steve, are you okay?
I'm doing fine.
You're being
I'm
mighty
just,
quiet.
I'm just enjoying. I'm just having a good laugh here.
Jim is a jackass. I don't know how his wife put up with him. Or
What
girlfriend. Whatever she is.
Where am I?
Yeah. Is this still Earth?
I need a drink. I can't take it anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here,
Oh,
Here comes a foo-foo drink.
yeah,
Here we go.
ice
Well,
machine.
We're going to turn him into an alcoholic because obviously he has to get himself drunk these days just to get through the show. He,
That's happening more and more. That's becoming more common. Yeah.
He doesn't line up his chair anymore. Look at that chair's not
You
lined up.
thought this was coffee.
He doesn't care. The drunker he gets, the more crooked that chair gets.
And then come the lies with the brown chicken, brown cow. Oh, I got sweet Relinda coming over later. Yeah. I'm eating rice and beans, but I got a broad coming over.
Yeah, and eggs, and how's that gonna go? Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna self-serve. Woo-hoo.
You're a cruel lot of bastards.
I'm gonna ride her like a Harley on a bad piece of road. Yeah, okay.
He'd have a flat tire though, wouldn't he?
And meanwhile, he's in there.
Yeah, farting.
Yeah. Is that chair?
a Curtis strawberry martini.
Dead on, dude. Dead on.
He finds these Smirnoff drinks that we've never heard of.
Yeah, in the ladies
Matt,
section.
He sticks to the vodka so his parents don't realise he's drinking.
Al,
Yeah,
you
Mum.
want to pop in for a little bit?
Sorry?
I was wondering if Al wanted to pop in. I can pop out.
Yeah, I'll pop out because I'm going to be going here in a minute. So
Yeah, you didn't shave. Get out, plebe.
Yeah, get out, you grub. Sorry, man.
Hey, Steve, might I suggest?
no, it's called just get the razor out and then it just disappears.
I'll tell you what.
I
If
do
you
have one question. Why is it that you keep that out in the garage?
What?
Your little box of just for men.
Your man color.
When one's going to jump out, Ron.
Mate, look how old it is. That thing has been there for months. Have a look at the bottom. That's his sponsorship box. So that it's
The-
always
That's okay. The sponsor above and beyond drones. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ingredients are inside
Okay.
the bathroom.
Okay.
You know how you're the spokesman, Ron, for Sony, the RX10?
Mhm.
Jim's the spokesman for coloring the stash.
Just
Yeah.
for men.
so professionally done too. Yeah,
Well, Matt, thanks for having me on.
it's
I
okay.
appreciate it.
You know that, mate.
Ari, Ron,
Take care, Steve. It's been a
Jim,
pleasure as always.
Adrian, baby, stay awake up there, huh? And stay off those foo-foo drinks.
Here's the pink.
Take care, everybody in chat. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Back in a second, guys.
See you, Steve. Yeah, right, Ari. Yeah, god damn. Yeah, how you going, Adrian? Go down the right hole, did it?
Hey,
I just bit my tongue.
Oh shit!
You're drinking. How did you do that?
how did it feel?
Ice cubes. That's what did it.
You got ice cubes. It numbed the tongue out. There can't be any pain.
Oh, there's nothing worse. Nothing worse than biting your
Toothache.
tongue. Well, there is
Toothache.
actually. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if you've ever had a camera up the old boy, but that's bad too.
No. No, but I've had a toothache to the point of when the man says 500, you just say, I don't give a shit. Take it.
Been there, dude. Yeah, I had an abscess the size of a fucking cricket ball.
Yeah, you wake up and your mouth is out this friggin' big. Yeah.
I said, sorry, we can't do
Normally-
anything.
Normally you would say 500 and go to choke him, but now you don't care.
Yeah. Don't even numb it. Just pull it. I'm in so much pain, I wouldn't feel a tooth coming out.
Isn't that amazing, though? The smallest thing sometimes can be so painful.
Like a nut.
I remember when I broke my L2 vertebrae.
I remember when I smashed my brother's pinky toe, he was in pain.
Why'd you do that?
I had a hammer.
Well,
He's an asshole.
it's one of those problem children.
Did he piss you off?
It was a brotherly love thing.
Love hate?
Yeah. And he's still got one shoe, won't fit because he's still got a squashed toe.
I got blamed for everything, man. I was chasing him one time and he fell, broke his collarbone. Who gets in trouble? Me.
You started bullshit.
Well, how do you know if I was chasing him to help him?
You just said you were chasing him with a hammer.
Maybe he was rushing into danger and I was going to save him.
And
You
you
don't
tripped
know
him.
that.
You didn't tell us that.
Fucking
That's-
idiot.
My parents didn't know either, but no, I got abused for it.
Mm.
Go get the belt.
Yeah.
Shit, here we go again.
Oh, God.
Yep. My brother used to set me up. Oh, set me up to do all sorts of shit, and I'd get in the shit for it. And he'd be back there giggling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mongrel.
Guess what's going on right now over here, Jim? It's
I'm
fucking
trying to picture
stormy
you
right
now
now,
as a
Jim.
youngster.
What's going
We
on,
used
mate?
to have a ladder up to the bedroom window, and we'd go in and we'd say good night, Mom, good night, Dad. You know, because you had to be home by 11:30.
Good
You'd
night,
go
Jim.
in, say good night, go out the window, back out with your friends.
Yeah.
Not drinking.
I used to sneak out I had a window right next to my bed, and I'd open that up and sneak out the bottom of that and piss off. Oh shit, Mum and Dad's probably listening now. Yeah.
Sneaking Mom or Dad's car out of the driveway by pushing it down, you know, so they don't hear the car start up.
Yeah.
My mother
couldn't-
got wise, man. 4 boys, 2 girls. She got wise. She used to take mileage down.
Oh my
Well, for
God.
down. One day I caught my brother. I said, "What the hell are you doing?" He's got the thing up on concrete blocks. He's got the car in reverse. In those days, you could actually turn the odometer back. In the 70s.
Oh my God. You could too. Yeah.
Yes.
All on cable and cogs.
In the 70s, you could do that. You could turn the odometer back.
An electric drill.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had it easy. You know, you were talking about what your brothers did to you. I was an only child. I had to take the rap for everything.
It's because you did it.
Yeah, what? No. Speaking of taking the rap, then you have 18-year-old daughters who come home with unauthorized tattoos.
Hi.
Not mentioning any names. Luna!
Unauthorized tattoos.
Anybody want a daughter? Cheap.
What's going on?
No.
Night Train?
No, she's got a tattoo. No.
She's a biker chick now.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Jeremy?
I don't even see my tattoo.
I'm still bringing her around to talk to Em, so don't worry, she can pass on all the good habits, Matt.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that.
I
It's all
got
good.
you.
Can anybody hear me?
Actually, you can't do that anymore, Steve, as you well know. They made that odometer law back when the used car salesman used to run the odometers back.
Yeah, maybe we should ask John Donato about.
Well, Night Train.
Night Train.
Or Mike, as he's known in the real world.
Yeah, Adrian. I checked out his live. I think it was yesterday. It was live at my joint. So it might have been last night for him, maybe. What did you think of some of those subjects he was talking about last night, Adrian? Pretty interesting stuff.
You just like to start some shit, don't you, Matt?
What, mate? I'm just saying.
Asking a question, brother. Just asking a question. Raise your hand if you were in class and paid attention that day.
You know what, Ron? You look like you're about to say something. Go ahead, let it out.
No,
Now, you sure?
I'm
There will be a quiz at the end. Oh, shit, a brick. Oh, dude. Now he's going to blame his tongue that he can't talk now.
Yeah.
Did you bite your tongue again? Your
It
mom.
hurt when I drink. When the cold drink hits it, it hurts.
I got a
Did
cure
you-
for that. Go get that electronic TED thing.
How about no, Jim?
Put one here, and the other two on your balls. Turn it up to 30.
Oh, excuse me.
His goes to 40. No, 20. His goes to 22, doesn't it, Adrian? Your maximum?
Yes, exactly.
Directly on the tongue then, dude, because that's Wussy's levels. I mean, just go look at Night Train, mate. He just sits there bobbing away going, fuck yeah, I love this shit. Yeah. And there's Adrian going, oh, yeah, man, oh. Yeah. Schedule.
Oh, buddy. I got to share something with you. Jim was talking about that, leaving his house and heading out the ladder. This is the thought that came in my mind.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Here we go. You guys will remember this. Is it sharing?
Anytime, Ron. Oh my God.
Jim.
I'm all right with that. I see nothing wrong with that.
You don't have the point there, so.
John Belushi.
Is that supposed to be Jim on the ladder or inside?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that next clip is. Junior, there's no way you could have sprung from my loins.
Yeah.
And the next clip's on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think that Ron actually watches us while he's in the stream, do you?
No, Adrian doesn't.
So I was talking to Brian this afternoon, and he wanted to get off early because your show was coming on at 8. And guess who went live again?
Who?
What's her name?
Margie?
Margie? Mm-hmm.
What is this
Every
unhealthy
day.
system you guys have with this lady?
Every day she's live.
Dude, it was quite a yes. It was
Yes.
yeah, it was quite an episode actually when Margie first popped on because no one knew how to say her name. I knew how to say it, but Jim didn't. So there was quite an argument about that. And ever since then, it's just been Margie. And whenever she pops in, it's Margie.
Why are you surprised Jim didn't know? He still doesn't know which day it was and what his heart did.
I'd call her Margie. He calls her Margie.
Yeah, and then we didn't know who was right and wrong, and I'd call her Margie one week, and Jim would call her Margie. It was all over the bloody shop. Yeah, but she does all those live shows, and she's still doing them too.
Al, how come that thing is showing up as HD as 4K now?
These guys. I like that.
June
Al.
15th, they make the decision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Woody from Buffalo Chip, as Ron passed on to me, has already said it's on whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Buffalo Chip and the other campgrounds will be open
Mm-hmm.
because they're not exactly ruled by the town of Sturgis.
Yeah, they're on this. Well, the Buffalo Chip is their own town, so to speak. At least they think they actually have their own zip code. The Buffalo
Wow.
Chip. Yeah.
So if they vote no, then the Buffalo Chip is still going to have it.
Oh yeah. They, the article I read the other day, which actually makes a lot of sense. They said that the city council put out a almost like a voter registration type thing. Okay, who wants to rally? Do you think we should have it because of everything that's going on? And the vote was in the 60-some% to the no. But on the same token, they said that they know that probably over 50% of the residents of Sturgis, they don't want, no matter what's going on, they don't like the rally. Good majority of the people do not like the rally. It's not like it was in years past. It really has tamed down. The only one I saw was the 75th, and that was a little out of control. There were I worked for Lifelight here that year, 179 crashes, 19 fatalities.
Wow.
Why are you surprised, mate? Anyone who gets on a Harley, you got to expect that.
Yeah,
Right.
but the rally, that's just in a week's time. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Jim, you still going, or are you debating?
Yeah, he's coming.
They're straight roads. How the hell could you have an accident?
I'm not going to ask this, guys, but can one of you guys tell me what is a buffalo wing? We don't get them in Australia.
It's a friggin' chicken wing.
Okay, because Steve's eating
With
some of them
hot
for
sauce.
me. So,
Buffalo Flash.
so I'm going to have heartburn later. Okay.
Yeah.
Buffalo wings. We got buffalo wings here, mate. They're a lot bigger though.
Yeah. Of course, everything's bigger here, man.
Yeah, they're
Buffaloes
called
in-
ostriches.
They got yeah. Actually, I was watching someone's riding around. I can't remember whose channel it was, and they, just had a GoPro or something, and they're driving around and all that. Anyway, it was in the States. Have you got emu farms over there?
I
Yes,
don't
they
think
do.
so. Do
And
we?
In the States?
Ostrich as well. Yes.
Yeah, I know, but these were emus. They weren't ostriches.
I think
Why
California.
would you want an emu farm? What the hell can you do with the thing?
You eat
Emu
them.
oil. Emu oil.
Sure.
They use emu oil as a medical it's a rub, isn't it, Ari? Emu oil. The eggs
Don't ask me. You're telling the story.
Does it make it longer?
make what longer? The story. Shut up.
You said you rub it on.
The only thing I do is anyone that eat them, buddy.
I thought you meant the story. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, it's longer. It depends how hard you pull. Yeah, it's they will.
Adrian said that's not true.
Well, it's not. It's not. Well, it's obvious. He's
He's
had a lot
been
of
trying that TENS unit too, and that ain't working either.
not doing anything. A lot of practice too, and it's just. I suppose it's like Yoda.
It's
It takes
it's
a while.
still the fighting four for him.
Yeah, and then the fifth, just to plug it.
Hey, Peter Carroll up there in the top right corner. How you doing?
What's going on, Peter Carroll?
Where is Peter? How come Peter doesn't come on anymore?
It's right up there.
Yes.
Well, Peter's pretty picky on who he associates with, you know.
Judge
Yeah, that
Judy only.
Yeah,
You got to be
Yeah,
Judge Judy fans.
he's had a Judge Judy-a-thon, and he might have bags under his eyes. He's been up all night, you know, so he doesn't want to be on a live show.
Good day, Jacko. I wondered where you were. You slept in again, didn't you?
Action. we got to go out flying one day, Ari, with Tim.
We should. I love being around Tim, you know, because he's still got the remains of his accent, very faint. You know, you hear him going on about those bloody Yanks. It's great. It's a scream.
Bloody Yanks.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So
Well,
Al, you didn't see what I was talking about?
Jim, I did. I went back 2 times and it says HDR. I'm going to take a picture on my phone and show you.
I got to show you here, my brother. I
What people
don't know
without
why.
Oh, Tim was out buying things. So tell me, Tim, has a package arrived in the mail for you yet? You know, perhaps from DJI?
Mm,
Jackson.
he's getting the bigger one.
Mm.
He is.
And I sent him a part list for a computer as well this week.
Jim, is it
Mm.
raining over there?
No, sir.
It's storming over here, man. Pretty bad.
But you see how quick? Oh, I heard the friggin' beep, the chirp.
Have you got another one gone, Adrian?
Just
Have you got another? You got another smoke detector out, mate.
Yeah, well, your video says HD here as well.
Does it? I wonder why mine says HDR.
For,
I had to get rid of my smoke detectors. Seriously, when I had the slow scan TV transmitter station here, every time it transmitted, the smoke detectors went off.
well, I guess
Okay.
only you, Al, can check that. I guess stat for nerds, right?
Yeah, I just checked it maybe 5 minutes ago. The HDR button came up. It said HDR,
Yeah,
but
Matt,
what do I know?
show this. Show this screen, Matthew.
Hey, Aldias, is that the one that was done a week ago?
I think, yeah, about a week. Yeah.
HDR?
Yeah, now I'm going to get thumbs down because it's not HDR no more. Oh, well. I just checked it on mine, though. It said it. Did you check yours, Matt?
Says 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 4K.
I don't know
Hey,
why.
Aldias, mine it says HDR. I'm looking at it right now.
This says HDR. Okay. Al, how
Yeah.
did you color grade that?
Rec 2020
I told you.
PQ.
I did on that PQ 2020 timeline. And I did the coloring to my liking, and then I put it on the USB drive like Brian said to do. I didn't even think that. I was uploading it to YouTube and walking back and forth until it rendered to make sure it looked at least decent. But I found out I have a wide gamut display on this 2015 MacBook Pro.
That makes all
So
the difference.
So it doesn't push the colors like you would normally, like on an actual HDR screen monitor, but it gets close to it.
See, mine gets nowhere near it. That's the problem.
So, Al, you said you're selling your bike and getting an iMac Pro?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get an iMac Pro, either that or the i9 5K. I'm an Apple guy. Everything I have is Apple. My son told me I should get a PC and do the Windows thing. It'll be cheaper, a third of the price. But then I'll have to relearn everything.
I gotta admit, I love my 30-inch screen here, or 27 30-inch screen.
Oh, you have the 27-inch iMac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's a 27 5K screen.
Yep. It's nice, man.
Hey,
Get up
Aldias.
How are you?
Aldias, is that with the Auto Evo?
I still haven't gotten Autel Evo, dude. I keep on getting emails saying that it's been pushed back. Not
Okay.
to email them or call
What
them.
drone did you use for this one?
What was that? I did that with the Mavic 2 Pro.
Okay.
Did you order an Evo, Matt or Al?
I did. I ordered April 15th.
Oh shoot!
From DroneWorks, and I've talked to Zach, and
really,
he gave me the whole sale, the pitch sale that I'm on the Dobo Team Dobo that it's going to be sent out soon.
Oh, you're you're in the click, mate.
I'm in the click, man. So I haven't seen shit. So I'm at the point where I think I just might kill the order and cancel it, and screw Team Dobo.
That's
a month later, you stole my shit, right, Ron?
It's 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe I can make a phone call for you, Al.
Yeah.
Oh, you got connections like that, Ron?
Up there, I do.
Oh, okay.
You can't get one down here either. I mean, everyone's advertising them. You go looking at its on back order.
You know what? I've been reading a lot of things about it, man, and I'm kind of like, I want to jump into something new, but at the same time, I'm a little bit nervous. Because a lot of things down there, well, first of all, they don't have a 10-bit file like they said in their specs. So, the app is not optimized for an iPad. I mean, there's a laundry list of stuff.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Well,
what the hell are you supposed to use with it? It's not using an iPad.
Somebody said you can push a button on the lower right corner of the Explorer app, and it's supposed to expand the app.
Say, Thomas.
I haven't played with it because I don't have it. I mean, I don't have the drone, so.
Good night,
Hey,
Chris.
Hey, Matt, let Chris pop in. I'm about to go down and pop out real quick and do something about my goddamn tongue.
I'm gonna go sew your tongue up. No worries, mate.
I'm about to soak it in peroxide. Hopefully, it will help.
What's wrong with his tongue?
He
I
bit
bit
it.
my fucking tongue a little while ago.
He bit it chewing ice.
Are you spitting blood? Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh, he left. He didn't even want to go there. He should have had a sip of his Smirnoff. It would have done something, a little bit, I guess.
Right. Trump's right. Fake news. That was fake news.
What's he gonna do? Put peroxide in his mouth and swish it around?
Yeah, no one's got hair on their tongue.
Yeah, you're bad for a man's aspirations of spending money, Al, because I was talking to Matt a week ago or so, and I said, you know, I'm thinking about buying the Evo 2. He said, oh, don't do that. Al Diaz is getting one, and you should hear what he told me. And it was a horror story.
Yeah, I'm debating whether to keep it or not. I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment, so.
If it's got that many issues, I'll give it a skip. It is on paper better than the Mavic 2 Pro, but not that far much better that I want to take that
and
sort
the
of.
The Mavic 2 Pro is how old? We're talking about 2-year-old technology that's still like doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at the camera on the other one, the Skydio. That really was like, wow.
Skydio is out. I would never buy one. It's just I don't even consider it. It's a non-starter for me. But
No.
you know, if they've got all these issues with the Evo 2, which isn't surprising, Autel did that with the Evo 1, took them a year to sort it out. By the time they address all of that, well, historically speaking, you know, in March the Mavic 2 is 2 years old, and DJI will probably release a Mavic 3 sometime around that point. You can bet it'll have everything that the Evo 2 has, and that's a shame, really, because I would like to see somebody bring it to DJI.
Exactly. I've just gone on the forums and read a lot of things. The people who actually have the aircraft, and of course, a lot of them. What do they compare it to? The best. As much as we want, don't want to be a DJI fanboy. DJI drones are the best. They fly the best.
Well, the thing that I would like most is the extra endurance. But there's a guy over here, you know, I belong to a couple of Australian Facebook groups, DJI groups, and there's a guy, he's on the group, but he's in Singapore. He does battery modifications. He does a Mavic 2 battery that gives you about 46 minutes duration.
Oh, wow.
It's a bit bulky. You know, your drone looks like a bit of a camel, but hey.
Man,
Jim,
that's a long.
Jim, you're right there. You're falling asleep. It must be hot in your garage.
I am tired, but I'm thinking, is he putting the blocks the block batteries underneath that?
No, he's taking the original batteries and opening them up and making a Franken battery. You know, plastic welding the two cases together with extra cells in there. But, you know, Matt thinks that that's a long time. After 2 years of hunting, I finally managed to source an unflown Parrot Disco last week and bought it. It's being shipped. And after I do the battery mod on that, that's going to have about 3 hours of flight time on it. So I would imagine I'm going to get tired by the time I finish flying that.
That's the foam one, right?
Yeah. Can't you do mapping gigs with that? Can you map with that?
Yes. Yeah. It does.
X-wing?
It has a waypoint mission. If you have a look on YouTube, there's a lot of people that do it. The one that everybody points out is Dustin Dunhill in Hawaii. He got one very early on 4 years ago when they came out, and he's done all the mods, the 4G mod and the battery mod, and he flies it all around the various islands, 50, 60 miles away and back.
Brilliant.
Of course, I would never do that because that's illegal here.
I saw the one he was waiting to come back and never came back.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching that video with him.
Yeah, he did lose it.
Yeah.
Yes, it hit one of the cliff.
But what an amazing thing, you know. It's doing something like that is almost it almost becomes one of your pets, you know. It's like having a dog, or you know, whatever, you know what I mean. It's, my God, look what this thing just did, you know, and it becomes your favorite little piece of, off we go.
The only thing that worries me, Matt, is, you know, spare parts for it, because it hasn't been in production for 2 years, and they are highly sought after.
It's called epoxy resin, Ari.
Oh, it's things like they have proprietary servos and things like that, Matt. So essentially, I'm probably going to have to buy a 3D printer just to keep it in the air.
Yeah, righto. Just like having a Chev.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't keep those things running.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's but what an amazing little thing that is, you know. But to have that flight time of 46 minutes on a Mavic, I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Honestly, what are you doing? I was flying 34 minutes on the Matrice, and where you going? Unless you got something planned out or something like that, 34 minutes of this.
I hear what you're saying, but you know, the 23 or 24 minutes I usually fly the Mavic 2 for before I land it is enough. I don't feel like I'm squished, but I know for a fact that 3 years from now, when the average battery life for a drone is getting up to around an hour, I'm going to be going, how the hell did I live with that?
I know, and instead of me carrying 6 bloody batteries around with me like I do, you go out with 2 batteries, you know.
But you know what? We're always bringing extra batteries because if I don't get the shot the first time, that's what it is for me.
Yeah.
If I don't like the shot or the way it went, and nowadays I'm going to be trying it in both shooting 264 and then doing it again in 265, playing with that, whatever I can do with it. I'm still waiting for you guys to master that DaVinci Resolve for me so I can suck your blood and learn how to do it in an hour.
Yeah, dude. Look, I'm working on that. Don't worry. I want it to work. I really want it to work. I've got to really dig deep into Google and see if anyone's got any idea of what to do when it comes to that HDR. Whether
you know, it all gets annoying once you start looking at things like 420, 422, 444. It all starts getting really, God bless it, annoying. It's like Al and teaching Al analytics. The more you know, like ABC used to put on TV, the more you know with that little stupid star, it's not a good thing. All of a sudden, you're watching TV for 20, 30 years, and all it's ever been is 420 subsampling. And now you want 444 ProRes, HDR, you know, the best a man can be. Gillette.
Gillette. I was so happy I bought the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing your age.
Yeah. He was.
Manly, yes, but Adrian likes it too. Remember that Irish Spring commercial?
Yeah.
Yes. No, I've got a lot of stuff around to do, and I don't know if I'm going to get out today. Whether that sun will pop out or not, I don't know. Yes, it is.
It's going to get worse as the day goes on, Matt.
Sorry.
It's going to get worse as the day goes on. By 3 o'clock, they reckon it's going to be raining.
Al, you had that Inspire too. Do you know that thing? You could have stuck an SSD card in that. I've gotten 444 ProRes out of that bad boy.
Yeah,
Record.
but you had to stick the proprietary Inspire 2 SSD card. You couldn't just get anyone.
There's a mod. There's a mod.
Oh, there is?
There is?
Yeah. They have modded them for non-proprietary SSDs. Of course they have. Somebody mods something for everything these days.
That thing
I know.
records at like gigabytes a minute or whatever it was.
See, I'll just answer Brent here. I know, mate. I know exactly what you mean. Keeping it simple and keeping it fun. The only problem which I have, as a personality of mine, is that if it can be better, I want to see it, and I want to be able to do it, and it becomes a frustrating venture. And as you dig deeper, it becomes even more frustrating. But I know the end result, so I want to see that end result. So it just drives me to do more and more to try and get this shit.
It's true. I saw Al's and I got the bug.
Wait till 8K comes in full frame, and
I'm not
you'll
going
be right back at it, Matt. Like, oh god, I got to set up an 8K and HDR, and
yeah, we're
I'm
going
not
to.
going there since we were tricked with the 4K and the Mavic 2 Pro, which is actually line skipping and all that shit.
Yeah. Tell me something, Al. That Evo, is that 10-bit at 4K? Does it do 10-bit at all?
They're fixing the code. They said it does do 10-bit. Somebody in their log format. Somebody put it up on the forum, and I passed it through my media info, and it was just 8-bit. So yeah,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, they said I sent them an email. I sent Autel an email. They said that's their priority, and that's what they're working on. I would think their priority is to get more drones out to their customers that purchased it, but that's what you get, a small company.
Well, their advertising was wrong.
Well, Ron had the you didn't you, mate? You had the first Evo, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you like it, Ron?
Loved it. The only problem, which if I understand, they corrected that. But the only problem I had with it was with the. I kept getting that. My God, after 1,000 feet, kept getting the weak signal. I'm like, okay, I was scared to take it anywhere. But
shit, 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
I think the problem with the original Evo was that it just wasn't markedly better than the Mavic Pro, and it was delayed.
I tell you, the camera on that, actually this past weekend, I actually met up with a gal that I sold my Phantom 4 Pro to, and I met up with her, and I said, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee. Can you bring the old Phantom 4? And she did. We went out to the park and we flew. Oh man, it's like, do you want to sell it back to me? I was this close.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I miss that camera on that thing.
Did you sell it, Ron? Did you sell it? Wind up selling it?
A couple of years ago. Yeah, about a year and a half ago, I sold it to her.
Yeah, the controller from the Evo 1 is the same controller on the Evo 2.
Correct.
Which is scary. You're telling me you got 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Only. So.
Well, supposedly they
1080.
When they originally advertised the original Evo, they talked about the 800 megahertz frequency, which apparently was only supposed to be for like law enforcement, EMS, search and rescue. And then they they kind of backed, and that actually kind of pissed a lot of people off.
It is down here in Florida. It's called State 8.
Yeah. Well, they didn't implement it as they originally advertised, and it, the 800 megahertz is supposed to be a really good, strong frequency. Well, they didn't put it in there, and it pissed a lot of people off, and understandably so. But I got to admit the Mavic 2 Pro, from a range comparison, it does a hell of a lot better.
I love the Mavic 2 Pro. It's definitely the workhorse.
I'll tell you what, Al, if you haven't had one in the past, the only time it works is in the mornings or like in the evenings when your lighting is low. I'll tell you what, breaking that thing out and having that screen on the controller, I have been out of the vehicle and in the air in 30 to 45 seconds.
I'm just using the little 3-inch screen on the controller.
Right. I'm saying you got to be at low light so you can see the screen, fairly well. And if you got a subject you want to hurry up, like, oh my God, I got to get that, jump out of your vehicle and boom. But I'll tell you what, it was fast, and the connectivity, unbelievably fast.
Like the smart controller, the setup for the smart controller.
Yeah, but yeah, you were in the air 30 to 45 seconds. You're up. Yeah.
Buddy Tim, he's always going to do something, and this time he's hooking up the flux capacitor. He had to go empty his ute earlier.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh dear.
You
That means
and
in the flux capacitor. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. It's just a small screen, and you need low light so you can see it well.
See it better.
I took a heap of stills actually, and really mucked around with the shutters and apertures last night with the sunset. I was doing, and that has got some really, really nice photos, man. As I said, I'm not a stills bloke by any means, really. I'll just.
Matt, have you ever played around with the Hyperlight yet on the Mavic 2?
No, I haven't had. I think about that constantly. I haven't been in a situation really to warrant it,
right.
Like the city, all that. It's a bit hard to see on this, but the detail in those photos is incredible. It's just fantastic.
Matt, what are you shooting? The 3:2 aspect ratio, the format? Was that 16:9?
16:9, mate. Yeah.
So you're 3.
You know that's not 20 megapixels. You know that, right?
3.2 will give you the 20 megapixel.
No.
Yeah.
4:3.
Yeah, that's
only
right.
The 4:3.
Yeah, the old PAL format. I shoot in that all the time. I don't know why. Stupidity can't be ruled out.
That was the 3.2 or the 4.3 that'll give you the.
No, the 3.2 will give you the 20 megapixels, the full sensor size.
Okay.
That's what I shoot when I do the construction progress shots every other week. The client wants them in 3.2.
Right.
Some nice pictures, Matt.
That's
how does that look on your timeline? You got a 16:9 timeline. How does that look? Or are you talking about just photos?
You talking me, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about photos. When you do panoramic photos. The pano set.
All right, because otherwise my photos in the timeline have the black bars around them.
In 3.2?
4.3.
I never shoot in 4.3 or 16:9.
Do you mix it with your video?
No, I never. For myself, like flying as a hobbyist, I don't take pictures. I need to start doing it more. But when I'm doing the jobs and stuff like that, I was shooting 3.2.
Okay.
Photos.
Today. Is it supposed to storm, Ari, or just rain?
Just rain, they say. Rain heavily.
Because if there's a storm, I'll head out, man, and I'll capture that.
No, they just say rain. It's going to rain for days, apparently. Because, Tommy said, Matt wants to fly this week.
Yeah, mongrels. Yeah. But I got a storm last week out Esquay, and I on that last video I did, the storm clouds coming in and the rain distance and the sun going through the gaps in the clouds with the the little rays. Beautiful. Loved it. So you can get some good footage if there's a storm coming in, but if it's just going to be rain and just grey skies,
right.
Piece of shit. But there's a lot of sun out at the moment.
Matt, did we tell you that Ron and I were on Messenger when he said in about 5 minutes we're going to get a storm? And then 5 minutes later, the storm came and it was hail, golf ball size hail. And neither one of us, it just popped into my head, hey, why aren't you filming this? And we both said, oh, shit.
I know.
Not a minute of it did we film.
Yeah, I know. It's bizarre, isn't it?
You guys back east get a ton of storms, man. I remember that as a kid. It'll be sunny and hot, and the next minute a storm runs in and it's raining and thunder, lightning. It doesn't happen that way out here in California. It's dry as hell in the summer.
Look at that bright white screen. Oh, here we go.
I've heard that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, how do you go with your bloody car out the front, mate?
That's not mine. Mine was in the garage.
They would have got nailed.
Yeah.
No cracked windshields there, Ron?
Yeah, a couple people got them.
No, it sucks.
But I was sitting there. It was kind of funny. I was talking to Jim on the Mac. I'm like, Jim, I'm going to hang up.
Let's all do a Stevie Wonder.
Chris who?
No news today.
Jesus.
What's up, man?
Chris,
how you doing?
Trying to turn my volume down. There we go.
Did you buy that hat for Adrian yet?
I've got it, and I got him about 6 Duracell batteries that are good to the year 2030.
You gave him a little care package, huh?
Some coloring books, and crayons. If I can find an etch a sketch, I'll get him one of those.
I would love to see that care package.
How's the hat and the Duracell tie in together?
The smoke alarm.
Smoke detector he won't fix.
Yeah, well, while he's sending it something over, he might as well send him something that's that he will use. Hat, I mean.
He made fun of my cowboy hat last week too, Ron. I didn't much appreciate it, so he's gonna get one.
You might have to add hydrogen peroxide, Chris. He bit his tongue. That's why
He's required to. Not only is he required to wear it, he's required to open it on this show, according to Chris's instructions.
Yeah, I got some sealed tape. I don't know if it's been opened or not.
Ooh, security.
Not open until your live stream with Matt Northeast.
Hey.
The thing about it, he'll probably be on 2 hours before I actually slip in here like I did today, and then he'll have to suffer.
Yeah, dead on, eh?
Like a little old kid waiting on Daddy to get up on Christmas morning. Where's he at? Where's he at?
You won't be able to sleep the night before.
That's when you accidentally bang on the door.
I was reading there, Brother Bob said he's the Mavic Air 2 is slow to acquire satellites. The Mavic Mini is just as bad.
I've heard that from several places. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how long? How long to
At
acquire
least
satellite?
at least 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
1 to 2 minutes at least.
That's crazy.
Like the Phantom 4 Pro is like that. My Phantom 4 Pro takes forever to acquire satellites.
Let me ask you something.
Mavic 2 to be worse.
Mavic 2 does, but as soon as this is what I find with mine, it can take a while to get the not a long time, but it takes a while just to jump in sometimes and grab its satellites. But what I find is when I change batteries over, it'll slam the satellite straight up, bang. It's only the initial flight, the first flight, where it positions itself and does all sorts of shit. But failing that, extremely fast. That's what I find. So is it the same with the Mavic Mini when you change your battery out?
Yeah, it still takes it still takes a minute or two to get them all back.
Wow.
You're experiencing long satellites for the Mini to acquire satellites? Really?
Yeah, but after they're acquired, it's fine.
No.
I don't have no more trouble. I'm used to the Phantom 4, and Bob Casey's right. I think it's the fly app as well.
What I just described, does the Phantom 4 do that as well? If you swap batteries out in it?
And I don't have the problem with the Mavic 2 like you do either, mate. By the time I go out, I always hold it above the ground for the camera to do its work. Press the button, let it do its thing, put it down, walk back to where I've left the controller. I've always got about 8 or 9 by that time.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long, but I always find a battery swap. It is extremely fast.
Yep.
As soon as it boots up, basically, it's got its satellite.
But we all learned that at the Philly Mike School of live streaming, didn't we? I mean, that guy can hot swap a battery and not even drop out the live stream.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I never knew you could do that, and I seen him do that in his live stream. I was impressed.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you guys.
I've done that, and Chris has done that on our live streams. You just
I never
touch
knew.
the battery once, pull out the other battery, pop in this battery, press it, and hold it again, and you never lose your stream.
You guys,
you Mavic 2 owners, I have found the Mavic 2 much more than the Phantom 4 to consistently, every time you turn it on, you get the red, you need to do a compass calibration. A couple of times I've like said, screw it and lift it off just a couple feet, and then I get you're green, good to go.
Yes,
you guys
soil problems from. But mind you, it varies in my experience, not from model to model, but from drone to drone. One of my Phantom 4s has never been calibrated ever since I've had it, 18 months. Never asked for it. I come from the don't do it unless it asks for it school of thought. I've got my Mavic 2, my Zoom asks for it every time I fly.
Yeah.
My Pro will ask for it if I'm flying more than about 20 or 30 kilometers from the last place I flew.
Really?
But often, if I think it should be right, and I get the little warning that either the IMU or the battery or the compass needs calibrating, first thing I'll do is hold it up to head height and see what happens. And if it goes away, it's something under the soil.
Right. Then will you trust it then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I'll take it off without doing the calibration.
Okay.
I flew the Phantom 4 Pro the other day just to fly it because I haven't flown it in a bit, and man, the camera's drifting. It drifts.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird.
On the
it's got a bad on the Phantom 4 Pro V1. I don't know if Ari's ever experienced that.
That's what you have, Chris, isn't it? The 4 V1?
Just the 4.
4. Okay.
The very first one with the smaller camera on it.
Yeah.
No. That's not the smaller camera. That's the same camera as the Skydio, the brand new Skydio 2.
Oh, I've got to rub that in, man.
True.
What's wrong with that camera?
No, that's why.
No, Phantom 4 is a good camera number.
$1,500. Although DJI did knock $200 off the P4 V2 and the Mavic Pro today.
How much?
Those colors you get, man, down there in your sunrises, though, dude, those are badass.
I like his sunsets at that damn light.
Sunrises, rather. Yeah. Well, both actually.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Jim Hightower, Hip at Home Gym, he flies with us. He flies with us sometimes on Sunday. He sent me his P4 because he crashed it, and I had it up I took it up yesterday, and I took it up a while ago, and I think he's lucky. I think he's okay. I think he's in a lot of Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi messes with not the OcuSync, light bridge pretty bad. So,
yes.
So I flew it up there up at the place a while ago. It flew just fine. So I'm happy for him because he was having troubles with it.
I can attest to that. Now, I can tell you that the $10 parabolic antenna cups do help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have the Phantom 4, Chris, and the Inspire will do this. The original Inspire will do the same thing. When I get inside the neighborhood, I'm lucky to get 700 feet. But if I go out on the highway, it'll fly. So yeah, it's where it's at. That's why I'm always amazed where Philly Mike flies. He's freaking surrounded by power lines.
Oh, dude, you guys have no idea.
And the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
That street he lives on, I remember I flew up out of there and I'm like, oh dear God. I mean, you got those row homes, both sides of you, and just cables and wires everywhere.
Well, everything's closed in too, right? The street looks like it's tiny. Like you can reach out and touch your neighbor across the street.
Oh, you
guess-
can.
It looks narrow.
When you've got
We
people
were down and flew with Billy Penn. We were right across the street from it, and he lost signal right across the street. Yeah, that one morning we were down here at 4 a.m. with gunfire in the background, and
That's nice. That's reassuring.
it is.
Yeah.
That's a hyperlight picture, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to give the boy credit, man. I remember calling him up when we were there with Rodney, Paul, and Dennis. That was on Sunday morning. We were all scheduled to go down, and then Tuesday morning, I said, "Mikey, I'm coming back down, dude." He's like, "Call me." I'm like, "Dude, I'm coming down at 3 a.m. I don't care. I'm up." And sure as hell, I left because I'm about 45 minutes north where my friend's at. I left the house and he texted me. He said, "What's your ETA?" I'm like, "Holy crap, he is up."
Yeah.
Sure enough, we were down there about 3:45 in the morning. We were down there in front of Billy Penn Monument in Center City, Philadelphia. Yeah,
That's when you get that good color picture, right?
yeah. We're down there. I remember I was up there flying around the statue, and all of a sudden I hear boom, boom, boom. Oh shit! There's gunfire behind me. About a block behind me. That's Philadelphia, though.
Dude,
I can only imagine.
I heard that at a truck stop in Indiana once, right at the top, just over the border from Illinois. So I was just at the top of Indiana there. I was in a Flying J's there, I think it was, and yeah, I heard some pop, and about.
I'm going to be back one sec.
Yeah, mate. And about 2 minutes later, the cops were, I'm out of there. I went up to Benton Harbor in Michigan. I took off later. Boom.
Yep.
I still had some hours left, so I hoodwinked it.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing about guns is that if you're not firing it to someone else, it sounds like a firecracker.
Mm.
And they actually think it's fireworks going off instead of a damn. They never think bullet.
I don't
People
worry.
never.
When having been shot at in my life, having heard bullets go past with me specifically in mind, I don't mind so much when I can hear the report.
Well, then you've won. Yeah.
It's a really weird thing. The first time you get shot at, and you were standing there, and what you hear, it sounds like a bee going by, and then you'll hear in the distance. I actually heard 3 or 4 go by before I realized that somebody was shooting at me.
Did you piss somebody off, Eric?
Beg your pardon?
Did you piss someone off?
I'm special projects retired, Ron. I've had a few people. I've been shot once, stabbed twice, and had numerous attempts to do it again.
And that was only flying with me.
That's right. That's just been going out with Matt North.
Speaking of going out with Matt North, what was that story I heard? Something about Ari laying on the railroad tracks in the sexy pose or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, do enlighten us on that.
Ari, go up there and lay on those railway tracks. Are you sure that the trains don't run here? No, mate, only on special occasions. Then why can't I hear clunk, 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 clunk? Don't worry, just lay there.
Yeah, don't move. Don't move, and don't move, and you won't startle it.
I'm going to get a derailment. I'm going to get...
Quit, man up already. Lay there and shut up.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming.
They'll see you.
It's all right. I take Matt out in my boat and want to get those shark videos.
Yeah, no.
Payback's a bitch, man.
No. You haven't seen that, Ron?
No, I have not. Do enlighten me.
That was a while ago.
It was.
What happened to our 100% participation from our friends?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll be right back.
What the hell happened there? Here we go, Ron.
The lake being toxic.
Well, now you got to get past the 2 minutes of introduction.
Oh, it's in the intro. It's in the intro.
Times a year for the steam train there in the Historical Society. Awesome little place. Now, Ari came out with me, so there was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ari decided to go for a walk. And as I worked out, Ari is quite easily startled. And he walked further than he thought. He needed a little bit of a rest on the way back.
There you go.
Magnetic interference, and let me tell you, there is a lot of it when you're flying over.
And see, that answers the question too. Remember, I asked about the interference again last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going flying with Matt is never boring.
Obviously not.
No, he was that boring that he used a rail line as a pillow.
Yeah. What's up with that? You look comfortable though, Ari.
He was.
Oh yeah, mate. It's all cool.
I like that I'm sexy and I know it look. You know.
Yeah.
I was impressed with his scared look.
Oh dear. This will show you. This will show you, Jim. I'll show you what I mean. And if you watch what the drone does,
Exactly, mate.
piss off.
Okay, you're gonna be like that.
I won't do that. I'll just mute that. So that's now.
I'm already, Steve. I'm done for today.
Wait a minute. It's your own video. You can play the music on your own video.
No, music's irrelevant. I'm just showing you what the drone does near a rail track. Where are we?
Okay. And that's not even a third rail, an electric track.
No.
There was purely the interference from the metal and the underneath it. And you watch the altitude. So I start the altitude here, and then it starts to drift. There we go, and then it lowers. So I pulled it right up. Fucking thing. Yeah, so that would have gone into the deck without much of a problem there.
The Inspire around the power line will visibly do it up, down, back, forward, all that crap. Just, not touching it, just leaving it there.
Yeah, that's the Inspire though.
No, that's Lightbridge.
Yeah, I get the damn thing. Well, I don't have one anymore because it scares the shit out of me. But yeah, when I ever took it up, I was always go at least 10 or 15 meters up before I even try to hover.
Yeah. Ari, I got to give you credit. You got a lot of trust in your fellow brother, Matt, there. There you are walking down the tracks, and all of a sudden you hear this bumblebee coming up behind you.
Yeah, I'm not bothered, and I've seen, without being a mutual admiration society, I've been flying radio control for a long time, and I've got instructor certifications. You soon learn to judge. I've seen Matt fly enough times. I wasn't worried.
Yeah, that's nice of you to say, Ari. I didn't even know you were there, to be honest, when I flew over your head.
Can I review that last statement? Now I might be a little worried.
That was all B-roll.
Yeah. It was. I was too busy looking at, oh, that's a nice lake over there. I'll just keep my finger forward on the stick.
Is that the one they told us that if we went swimming in it, we'd have to call out the hazmat team to decontaminate us?
That's right, exactly. And that's what I said in that intro. And he goes, oh, nice lake out there and all that. But if you fall in it, you won't get out of it. Yeah, shocking thing. Red Ruby's popped in.
Hey, Jim, before I forget, where'd you get that shirt behind you?
Yeah.
This is from Mr. Bob Casey.
Oh, he designed it?
United We Drink.
Nice. Is he charging for that?
Yes.
Is there a place they could purchase that?
Only $15 a shirt. Postage included. And why I say that is because the damn postage is $6.
That's all right. That's good.
It's all right.
That's not a bad price. $15 for his t-shirt.
Yeah.
$15.
I'll pay 20 for it.
So it's only a $10 shirt that, he's paying. So he's footing some of the bill there.
I missed that one. mate.
But we all need to get together, man. I'm telling you.
I know.
Before we need to get some kind of union or a name of something, because if they actually start that UTM and the route it's going with all just brand name businesses, we're screwed. It was like you guys had 5 years of fun. You had 5 years to play from 2015 to 2020. You had 5 years to play with your drones. Now go away.
I just want to know in what world they think that I'm going to stop just because they tell me.
I'm going to be kind of with Ori on that. Come get me.
You know, what is that? The law is for the guidance of wise men and the absolute obedience of fools.
Will cop cars run around with jammers in them? I don't know. Will it become that ubiquitous?
I don't ever see that out here, Jim. You know, they're flat out affording the cop cars, let alone the jammers. Find me the average cop that's got enough intelligence to use it.
It's just this whole thing when it comes to drones and the stigma that surrounds the whole thing.
You know what I can understand, and speaking right on that, Matt, is, that was in Chicago. Yes. It was on Ken Heron's thing the other night. That guy that was, it's like viral right now through the whole YouTube. The guy that was arrested in Chicago, not a protester, not a looter. He has a business on, it was Broadway Street in Chicago. And he was flying his drone. He was actually hovering above a building.
Nice.
Right. And excuse me, I'm going to be a little verbal here, wasted their fucking time on arresting him for trespassing, flying his drone when you got assholes that are busting out windows and robbing stores.
Yep.
And you're arresting a guy just sitting there taking pictures.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Now, what happened, as far as I'm concerned, is he answered the question wrong. Did the cop said, it's illegal to fly over people? And he said, yeah. He didn't say, I'm flying over a building, leave me alone.
No, he did mention that.
Do you think it'll make it?
He said, but I'm above a building. But his arrest was trespassing.
Yeah.
Really? You're going to waste your time arresting him for flying a fucking drone, taking pictures, when you got people destroying buildings and setting fire and blowing up cop cars? Really?
Yeah.
You got to say to yourself, was it the embarrassment of what was going on at the scene that they didn't want to be shown? I mean, why would they bother arresting him for this?
Because it was an easy target to get.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I think of, Chris.
They weren't going to get hurt.
They were not going to get hurt. They were not going to get shot. They were going to make an arrest that night, and that was an easy one to get.
Let's face it, I'm not going to buy into any of the political or the racist overtones. I'll just make this statement, stand alone. The police are not exactly covering themselves with glory, are they?
Not at the moment.
Not here?
Yeah, they're all here. I feel sorry. There are some good ones, and I feel sorry for them.
I watched
have a
them
lot
in
of friends that
Philly.
are police
I watched them in
officers.
Philly on the news channel stand there and watch their police cars get destroyed, looted in front of them. They were standing in a line. Who's paying? You know who's paying for that shit? Me.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's right.
Me.
There's nothing they can do.
And I'm sorry, I said I wasn't going to say anything political, but I want to know, in what alternate reality do they believe that defunding the police force is going to make things better? I mean, sack half of the police force and recruit new ones, maybe, but defund them? Where is that going to help anything?
You know you bad cops. Get root them out. Get them out.
The problem
They
is
know who they are.
it's not the best job in the world, okay? You're not getting rocket scientists. You're getting the kids in high school who got beat up. And now they're going to show how cool they are by being a cop.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, and power effects are corruptible. But, you know, coming from a military family, all of my family, you know, they serve and they either go into the police force or corrective services or whatever. My uncle retired as the chief superintendent my father retired as chief superintendent of prisons, and My uncle retired as the senior police prosecutor.
I retired as God.
And yeah, well, that's how they look at it. You know, it doesn't matter how good you are. I've seen enough of my family members go into the force with the best of intentions and become bastardized by it. We have sunset clauses for politicians. I think that there should be one for police officers. They should not be on the beat at the coalface for more than, say, 8 years. Then after that, got to be reassigned to training, administrative duties, whatever. There is no way you can be exposed to that day in, day out for 30 years and not have it fundamentally change your outlook.
Exactly. Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's zero doubt. I agree with you 100%, Ari.
It's funny that, we look at people depending on geographically where you're located. Chris doesn't have a worry. I don't have a worry. Al, you got a worry. Just slightly north of you up in Seattle.
Oakland, San Jose. When this first started, they were parading in the highways. They stopped the highway flowing, Highway 101 northbound.
Really?
And people were pulling drivers out of the car, bashing the windows. It was crazy. San Jose of all places.
Because
innocent people who have nothing to do it. I mean, imagine, put yourself in their shoes if you were in that situation.
I'd run them over.
I would run them over for fear of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there was a couple of people that might have done that in other cities.
They
got arrested.
But it's funny, you get people like I said, Chris down in Texas, me in South Dakota. They know better. We'll shoot their ass.
They know better out in the country. Yeah. They don't know better in the big cities. Yeah. Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. They had their troubles. Still
Did they have that down there, Chris?
Oh yeah, they blocked I-35. Just take a couple hundred people, walk out on 35 and shut it down.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
They didn't pull anybody out of the cars though, right?
Yes, they did. Yeah, that trucker.
Yeah, they beat some people.
Okay, yeah.
They dragged that. It was a tanker truck. I don't know what was in the tanker.
I think it was a block road or something like that, and he kept on driving.
Yeah, he kept trying to go, and they got him out.
They got him out.
Why he ever stopped, I have no idea.
Can I just interrupt here for 2 seconds?
Yes, sir.
We've got someone new in the chat here. Drones, yes.
Drones, yes.
Drones, yes.
Yes.
So welcome to this. I don't even know if we talk about drones, but anyway, sometimes we do.
Once in a while.
Didn't we just spend the last half hour before this segment talking?
We did actually.
You're in segment 3.2.1.
Yeah, we'll have to go back that way, mate. So welcome anyway. Good on you. Thanks.
We're just now getting into the if you get in front of my moving fucking car, I'm going to run you down sector of the program.
Yeah, that bit. Yeah, that's.
This will be over shortly, and we'll move back on to another subject. But for right now, if you're stupid enough to get in front of my moving tractor trailer, you're going down. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be dragged out of the tractor and have the shit beat out of me like I've seen twice on TV while a news helicopter sits there and films my ass getting beat. Not happening.
Yeah.
No.
Put me in jail later.
Right.
Yeah. Come on, Jim, be a sport.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Do it for the cameras, mate.
One for the kipper.
I'm glad I don't live in the US at the moment, honestly. I'm definitely not. I do not go in for conspiracies. I don't think that there was a shooter on the grassy knoll or anything like that. I'm a very practical sort of guy. And initially, when certain politicians started claiming that it was anarchists, Antifa, whatever, who put an insert name here that were orchestrating things, I had a good old belly laugh. But when you look at it, somebody's making mileage out of all of this.
It's called George. Never mind.
Well, if there were actual ads on Facebook Marketplace to protest and get paid, then those people should be arrested.
Oh, it was organized. It had to be. Obviously.
That's already inciting a riot if you're paying for it.
Yeah, they had a little protest down here in a little town called Palestine, about 30 minutes from here. They bust them in out of town, paid them to come protest. It wasn't a bad protest. They didn't tear nothing up, but they protested. And it was peaceful. They were not local people.
You do have a few core people who they have a cause, but the most of them are just looking for an excuse.
Yep. To loot and riot and break and burn.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think I said, Chris, you and I think we're the two big states that, go ahead and come on with the cowboy rednecks here. Game on, bitches.
And all of this revisionism, the revisionism that's going around the world at the moment, tearing down statues and banning the Confederate flag from NASCAR, and Gone with the Wind has been pulled from streaming. Please,
are you serious?
They're pulling statues down.
Deadly serious.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind
has been pulled from streaming because it portrays African American people in a negative stereotype, etc.
Oh, so it never happened. We'll just erase history.
Yeah, look, I'm not a big one for revisionism. They want to pretend it never happened. Well, don't be surprised when our kids don't believe it did happen.
Right.
In Australia, we get a lot of Chinese students come out here to go to university. I've met a number of them. You try and convince one of them that Tiananmen Square actually happened. No, it was made in Hollywood. It's all a conspiracy. It's not real.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
So 5 million Jews weren't killed, and the Irish were never indentured servants, and there was no famine. The world's always been a wonderful place.
It's not pretty, but we shouldn't be hiding it.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, that video that I played earlier in the stream, if you look towards the very end, the last 5 minutes of it, and I'm having a hard time grasping this, but she pretty much talks about now where you're actually not allowed to be silent, where your political views are. You must this whole Black Lives Matter thing and whatever, you must verbalize, otherwise people are being ridiculed and they're having the shit kicked out of them. And listen,
but then if you verbalize something that doesn't meet the agenda of the mainstream, I mean, just because silence is mainstream doesn't make it. I am frightened, and I'm not an easy guy to intimidate. I am frightened to comment online about my opinion. I see some people, and I'm not going to mention any names because some of them might be in the chat, and I get frustrated. I see people that I like and have respect for on a personal basis, and I see some of the things that they're posting, and I think that doesn't gel with the person I know. But I'm not going to say anything. And I'm just waiting to come out of hospital on Monday. I go in to start a treatment, and I will be actually disappearing from most of social media on doctor's orders. There's a couple of people that know. I'll be staying here on YouTube, but Facebook, everything is going. And I'm not sorry, because when I can't say what I think without being pilloried for it, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, but if you sit down and shut up, you're letting them
I don't do
win.
Facebook or Instagram or just YouTube.
I don't worry for me so much, Jim and Al. Originally I got on Facebook to keep an eye on my kids who are on Facebook. But the problem is, these guys are professional. I don't know what to call them, but they track your family. They track everything. They victimize everybody that you know and everyone that you're involved with, simply because your opinion doesn't match theirs. Please.
I hate all people equally. I am an equal offender. They can come to my front door. My address has been on here several times. I'm still going to... Who here doesn't have that metal thing that goes and comes out to a telescoping wand?
Yeah. Jim, where is Polk County?
It's north and to the left. Up north of Tampa, Hillsborough County.
I watched a thing today on Polk County Sheriff telling local citizens to arm and be ready to use.
In Florida, you are allowed to send your home.
Yep.
Castle law.
They come in your front door, you are allowed to shoot them.
Yep.
Here in Australia, they're not so good to you. All they will say is you may use reasonable force to defend yourself and property, but they will not define what that is. So if somebody comes into your house and you shoot them, they're going to take you to court and do their very best to send you away forever.
What should I have waited for? You to stab me with my own knife out of the kitchen and say, please, mister, don't do that?
Well, I had a very, very senior police officer who I asked that question to 20 odd years ago. And the response was, fire 2 shots. The first one through them, the second one through the ceiling. Go into your kitchen, find a knife that does not match anything else that is in your house, place it in the hand of the perpetrator. When the police came, he was armed. I fired a warning shot. When he kept coming, I shot him. Now, when an inspector of police tells you that, something's wrong with the system.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they're admitting it.
You know, the most screwed up thing I ever heard, Al, was, I hate to pick on California, but it was the year that I was living there, where the dude that was breaking into the home that fell through the skylight and sued the home.
In California, you can defend yourself, but it has to be the recyclable paper straw. That's the only way you can defend yourself.
Before it gets wet.
The guy fell through the skylight and sued the homeowner.
You guys are like, what the hell is he talking about? Yeah. Greenpeace, man, Greenpeace.
You're going to be
The criminal fell through the skylight into the person's home, sued the person for having the skylight.
Yes, it won.
We've had people with dogs.
Coffee is hot.
And yeah, exactly. And jumped the fence, ready to grab shit, and the dogs bit them and all that, and they've sued the owners. And in some cases, the dogs have been put down.
And here in Australia, I don't know what it's like in the US. You would think putting up a sign that says "Beware of the dog" is the responsible thing. You don't do that here. You put up a sign that says "Beware of the dog," and somebody comes in and gets bitten. The fact that you've put the sign up, you're admitting legally that you knew you had a dangerous animal.
Yeah.
I have 4 signs on my property. One says private property. The rest say no trespassing.
Mine says, "Don't worry about the dog. Worry about Ari."
No. My point is, these signs are in front of my house, can be seen on Google Earth from the satellites in the sky. You know how many people it stopped? None. None. Solicitors still come up. I get all kinds of dumbasses coming up trying to sell shit. The fucking sign, you passed 3 of them on the way to the front door. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding. I don't think you're kidding.
Just meet him at the door with a gun. Just open the door with a shotgun in your hand and just get the response you want.
Yeah.
They'll leave.
Yeah, it's a bad thing when you start to fear to protect yourself.
That's one of the things I tell my girlfriend. Is anybody breaks into the house, there's 2 things you say. You rack a 20 gauge, whatever shotgun. You tell them you got a gun and a sexually transmitted disease. Come on in.
I have extra signs because the sun bleaches them out after a while.
Yeah.
So I keep extras.
I have one that says trespassers will be eaten, and another one that says trespassers will be violated, and even that doesn't work.
It invites people in more than anything.
The man.
I like that.
I just get fascinated when people actually pass 3 signs on the way to your front door.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Did you guys get the paper straw joke? I told you.
Yeah.
Just,
I got it.
Okay, because
California
we're not allowed
such a
to have.
weak
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
That's why I said before it gets wet.
Yeah.
That's right, coast to coast. Absolutely ridiculous. And it is ridiculous.
I always like that one about my Rottweiler can make it to the fence in 2.8 seconds. Can you?
Yeah. Australia, of course, is way worse. We're a nanny state. I know that we get held up a lot as a example in the US by the anti-gun lobby. Oh, look, in Australia, they have the most evolved gun laws. Let me tell you what they don't tell you. Gun crime 2 years ago passed the levels of before the gun laws. We now have a higher level of gun crime here than before they disarmed the populace. They want you to know that.
Is it actually crime, or is it just the good old boy that's got a gun getting caught with one now?
Actually, violent crime. Although, yeah, out here at the moment, for example, they in some states they already have this. Here in our state, they are currently trying to get gel blasters classified as weapons. I kid you not. That's where we're at in Australia. It is an utter joke. And you know, as somebody, I used to be a range and training officer, and as somebody who has been involved in training law enforcement officers, I can tell you that none of them are real. Well, a lot of them aren't real great themselves. I don't exactly feel safe for them standing behind me on the firing line.
Gel blasters?
Yes, gel blasters. Go and ask Nick about it. Our local DJI dealer is also one of the biggest importers of gel blasters. That's why he was virtually the only show in town that was able to bring in that the DJI robot thing, because he had the gel blaster license. I'm a 45 man, Brent.
45 double D.
I'm in, Brent. You just made 6 new friends, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow. 45 double D's, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think I know her, Brent.
God bless America.
And if he doesn't, he wants to, yeah.
Do they still stand at attention, though? Or when she lays down, do they just flop over to the side?
I'm old enough, it don't matter no more, Jim.
Yeah.
Righto, thanks for coming in, Red Ruby.
Red Ruby.
How do they
way to remind them, Matt.
Don't leave, Red Ruby. You told me to stay. You can't leave either.
I'm just talking Jello or real fake ones. Something to be said for fake ones.
Girlfriend Kimber. Yeah. How do they say that, Chris? That's America.
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 God bless it.
God bless all of them.
America. Fuck.
Kind of like Ron White. You've seen one, you want to see them all.
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg was, if you ever saw him, he overdosed and killed himself, as so many good ones do. But he was one of those comedians that he straight faced it. Like you'll text the guy standing next to you. You know what I mean? Like Adrian sitting here on a live stream, texting people in the chat.
Adrian who?
Right, the chair.
He's
Yeah, is he in the waiting room? I'll leave.
No, he's not, mate. He's not. You can go if you like, though, Al. It's all good, mate.
No. I'm just
Get the
saying
hell out of here.
he's more entertaining than I am, so
No,
I'm sure
no.
everybody would prefer him.
It's a nice break, to be honest with you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Adrian, I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah, that was what, about an hour ago?
I ain't having to keep them in check tonight. It's kind of pleasant. Sit in and visit BS a little bit. They'll have to tell somebody to turn their damn this off or go open the door with your pistol off and all that kind of stuff. Don't shake the pan while you cracking the egg, eating beans at midnight.
Yeah.
That care package is going to help him out, Chris.
Yeah.
Care package is
those
gonna,
9-volt batteries.
it's gonna be priceless. I had to go get a new credit card lined out, but I got him hooked up.
It was like it took so long. It sounded like he dragged a dead body over to the spot, stepped on it, and finally changed that battery. 2 weeks later, we're hearing the same noise again.
And he changed the wrong one. He didn't change it. That's his gimmick, like his chair. That ain't a chair. It's just a piece of ornamental jewelry hanging on the back of the wall.
When we first started this, I would have sworn that was a chair. The whole thing was part of a chair.
He had it sitting up there the other night. It was blended right in. I mean, he had the angle. It was perfect. It did look like a chair.
It did.
I wouldn't tell Adrian that to his face. He did a good job, but
I don't think he did it on purpose.
He didn't. I don't think he did either.
He's
a good kid.
Yeah, he's a nice person.
He's still listening.
He might hear you say that, Jim.
Oh, I say it to him on his live streams and stuff. He's a nice guy. He would help you out, even if he didn't know you.
He's respectable, very, very respectable.
And I think most of us are the same way. I mean,
with his kids.
He's a good dude, yes.
If Matt or needed something, I'd be on a plane in about 2 years, and I'd head over there and help him out.
And I'd be right a year behind you.
It'd take me that long to save up the money.
And that's
Jim,
it.
you said you said he was 42. Is he 42?
So,
Or was
yeah,
Ryan that time?
That's
No, no,
I
no.
would never thought that. I thought he was like 32.
He's just a
I
baby.
thought he was a millennial.
He ain't got this.
Well, Adrian's in his 30s, isn't he?
No, 42.
Too, Ron.
Get out.
Wow. I can't believe it. Yeah. See, Ron, I'm the same way too. He looks like he's 32.
You got that out of him, didn't you, Chris?
Yeah, we finally pinned him down last week, and he give us the right. He went.
You sure he's telling the truth?
These many fingers. Yeah.
We'll take the man at. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he looks 42.
About 6 months ago, it came out somewhere that he was in his 40s, and that's when you said Chris in his 30s, and I said no, he's in his 40s. Yeah.
Hey, he don't. He's got the right skin tone. He keeps a good shave. He shaved all his hair off, so it's
He's a
good true.
Keeps his teeth in great shape because he can still crack ice cubes.
Yeah. Like a dog chewing a bone. It's got to keep him clean.
It's too hard to let it sound like I hate to miss him. I missed him biting his tongue. I bet that was funny.
Yeah, well, we didn't know what happened. He must be a haemophiliac because that thing's still bleeding, apparently.
I'll be right back.
Did he do that from eating ice again?
No, he was drinking. How can you bite your tongue when you're drinking?
That was kind of the question I had.
You know how he did it. He was
You know
talking
what? That's what he gets. That's the YouTube gods doing that shit for chewing ice on people's streams.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube gods took care of him.
They'll come back to bite you in the ass, man.
Or your tongue.
Don't you hate that? And once you bite it again and again and again.
It swells up, it will go down, and he just rolls right in there.
He'll be back next week with his big swollen face like he got Bell's palsy. And
Matt's trying to get used to being in the spotlight again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get those lights on me again.
Brother
You're
Bob,
rehearsing? You got the keyboard out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of work to do, man.
he look like he's got a half a pouch of Levi Garrett in his jaw.
I got to jump sideways here and answer Brent. Brent, out here, even if you are one of the 1 in a billion people that concealable carry, you're not allowed to carry 45 because our intelligent government, it's all about the numbers. You can carry anything up to 9 mil, 38 special, 9 mil, parabellum, 357. But 45's bad. It's dangerous. I used to ignore it when I was concealable carrying. I carried 45 ACP because I knew that if I was in a public place and I let drive with a 357 Magnum and I missed, it was going to travel through 2 or 3 walls and hit somebody downrange. The old 45, a bit like a hand-thrown brick. If I missed, first relatively solid object that round hit, it was going to stop. Yeah, no, can't use 45. 45, it's the devil's caliber.
That's because Clint Eastwood made it the bad boy in the movies.
Oh, 44, the Magnum.
44.
Yeah, I
Got
used to have them as well.
I have got me one of them 8-inch chrome nickel plate barrel.
There are 6-shooters though, right?
It's a 6-shooter.
Actually, a lot of 44 Magnums are only 5-shooters, Jim, because, you know, the power of the cartridge, they like to leave a little bit more metal in the webbing.
Which one now, Ari?
Red Hawk, Super Red Hawk, that sort of things. 44 Magnum.
My Smith's a 6-shot.
Yeah, the model 29, I think the Smith is. And then the Casouls and that sort of thing. The guy down at Canunga Ranger he was one of the first guys in Australia to get the 454 Casoul, which in its day was the most powerful handgun.
What does this mean? What does this mean that Rick's saying he's bleeding like a stuck pig?
They tell me it's drawing blood from him.
When I take Adrian pig hunting and he sticks the pig, I'll show you what bleeding like a stuck pig means. They're going to bleed out. They bleed. Just every time the heart pumps, blood squirts.
I've seen humans do that. I don't need to see pigs do it.
Yeah, neither's pleasing to my eye.
Oh, it's awesome, guys. It's just like snap hunting. It's awesome.
Snap, yes, I know. I'd like to come snap hunting with you, actually.
Snipe,
sorry. Yeah.
Well, snap hunting's on Saturday nights.
Snipe.
Snipe hunting and cow tipping.
I can't do accents sometimes.
People used to go looking under the cow crap for the mushrooms.
Yeah.
If they wait a few days, they'll come through.
That was fun cow tipping, though. You sit and think about it. You're sleeping at 2 a.m. and some bunch of drunken teenagers come up and rail you from the side.
It's nearly 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Red Ruby.
Hey guys, I want to meet my son. He doesn't need a haircut, right? Does he?
No.
No.
There you go.
Pull it back like the old man.
Pull it back. Hey? I'm going to have my hair out a hell of a lot in the near future, Ari.
Yeah, and what's the itinerary? I realise it's early, but are there going to be Brisbane dates?
There will be, yeah. It'll be.
You said something about tickets, a while back.
I did.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I'm going on tour again.
You are in that?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's always a good show.
What part
do you play, Matt?
Keyboard.
Keyboard?
Yeah. So I was on the
You
phone.
just got the text on that the other day, right?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Where you're touring? Around Australia, out of the country?
Yeah, it'll be around Australia, this one, I think. Well, I can't tell you that, but this is what I gather. It will be.
They don't tell him anything. They just say, piano, sit, great gig in the sky, play.
Hey?
They don't tell you anything. You just arrive. They say, piano, sit, great gig in the sky, play.
Yeah. And here's your money.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was on the phone for about 4 hours the other night with them going through the set lists and what have you, and songs we can do, and so that's pretty well sorted out now. So just moving up.
What's that going to do you Friday nights here with us?
I was just going to say.
No more flying.
Well, it's Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Saturday.
See you later, dude. It was nice knowing you for the time I didn't know you.
So it's Saturday morning here for me, so we don't play Saturday mornings. So now when we do tour, if we do a city, we'll fly to the city Friday night or whatever, do the gig Saturday more than likely. So I probably won't do a live there.
You've got somebody else stand in for him.
And there you go. Ari can do that. And then we fly back on the Sunday. So I don't tour like I used to, be away for 3 or 4 months and all that sort of stuff, which suits me. I'd rather just fly away, do the gig and come home.
Rick Alba wants an autograph, Matt. He will personally autograph the first piece of ladies' underwear that's thrown onto the stage and send it to you, Rick.
Oh, no, not the first pair.
Oh. You want them from the end of the night? You want them from the beginning of the night, mate, not the end of the night.
Hey, Matt, what do you guys, what music you play? Classic rock?
It's a Pink Floyd show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He's got some YouTube of him keyboarding. Al?
You should share it. Let's see it.
Oh, there's all sorts.
I've never seen it.
I looked it up one day.
Hey, man, he going to come home with something when he gets back on Sunday nights.
Venereal disease.
He'll come back with something. Penicillin cures a lot.
You gonna keep your real job, Matt, too? You gonna do this side by side? Or you gonna retire from one and join the other one?
Well, this is what I generally do. Is I'll go away and like I was known as a permanent employee last time I toured, and they were good enough. As long as I got them free tickets when we came to Brisbane, they gave me leave without pay.
Leave without pay.
But I'm a casual at the moment, so I generally have Fridays and Saturdays off anyway. So that won't affect that. And even if it does, I'll just go, I'm not available for these days, and I just don't come to work.
Go on. Roger that.
Yeah. So
now I would have to call in sick as the band's tuning up in the background. Yeah. And the guitar's going off, Money! Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, I'm a little sick. I can't come in today.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, you got us as backup singers plus Adrian.
That's right.
That's dead right.
It's a drag.
You can stream yard us in.
We can have can have Pete Carroll there as the mine.
Matt, you're going to take your drone with you when you have the opportunity to fly it when you go on tour, when you're going city to city. That'd be pretty cool now, or no opportunity.
Yeah, no, it's usually pretty flat out by the time we get on the plane and by the time we play. It's.
So do you want me to put in my paperwork now for clearance to fly over the crowd, Matt?
There you go.
I've already talked about that with them, and we're going to do we're going to be at Logan.
You could do it on the stage. It's already been done. It's already been done.
Be at Logan Entertainment Centre, Matt.
Yeah, we're going to do a dress rehearsal there. So the whole stage gets set up, and everyone and we get all the lighting done and all that sort of stuff.
So I'm going to get a backstage pass that day then.
Yeah, well, there'll be no one there. It will just be us doing dress rehearsal.
Great. That's my kind of crowd. I got social distancing issues. I'm great. Social anxiety. That sounds like my kind of gig.
That's right.
Do you guys remember when Julio Iglesias Jr. or whatever it was put the Inspire 2 up and tried to catch it during the show? Tore his hand up.
Girls I love before.
Julio Iglesias.
It's
Can't
Junior.
get it out my door.
Oh my God. That wasn't that long ago, was it?
Yeah, it really wasn't.
2 years?
Him and Willie got together, the old man.
Oh, Willie. He's still going, man. Halfway through every gig, he goes and lays down in the bus for a while to get his breath back.
He got to carry an oxygen bottle with him, I'm sure.
Yeah, he does.
And his lungs got to be. He smoked that much weed, man. It's got to be rough on you.
Yeah, he's got emphysema, but hey, what the hell? He doesn't let it slow him down.
No. I'm not against it at all. I don't want no part of it. But man, hell,
I'm not afraid to say this in a public forum. You can send the derogatory mail to my email. I'll delete it. I like Willie Nelson. I know. Look, the look on Matt's face right there. See, it says it all.
I don't get Bob Dylan.
He's from Texas. He's all right. Don't worry about it, man.
I don't get Dylan. Look, you're either going to be a poet or you're going to be a singer. One of the two. You ain't both. RC Fun, what's up?
Here we go. Oh yeah. It's Fabio.
There you go.
Where's the sound?
Oh.
Is this the one where it catches you from the side, Matt?
I don't know. But anyway, that gives you an idea of what the show
laser light show.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got Jim there blowing smoke for you, I see.
There you go right there.
Yeah, dude. It gets
awesome.
pretty spooky. I was on stage one day and I got a smoke machine that was right next to me on that particular occasion. Anyway,
they didn't hear you, Chris. They don't care.
What did you say?
See? They didn't care.
I said you had Jim Boyd there with you blowing smoke for you.
Yeah.
Now, Jim, this is where your boys, the men, color hair would come in handy for these guys that want to do Pink Floyd in their 60s and 50s.
Yeah.
It's
the one I saw, Matt, it had you from a side shot.
A side shot?
Yeah.
Had his profile?
Yeah.
Left or right, Jim?
Left side. It was coming from the left side. Chris. Look at Chris. He gave you the high hat left.
Hey, Matt, Bob Casey wants the link to that video.
No, but it was like looking in on you, and you looked at the camera when you were playing the keyboards, of course.
I wonder if
on YouTube. It was pretty good.
Exactly, Bill, coast to coast.
Always good to see your friends making it.
That's awesome.
Of course,
his picture on the
Freddie Mercury
phone yet.
They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of Matt.
They're gonna
sing a song about a man that flies a drone. All I gotta do is act like Adrian.
Does that link take you to the video section of my Facebook page?
I don't know.
Yes, it
Yep.
does.
Well, there's Matt's Facebook page, and hey, that's pretty cool, Matt.
Yeah, there's a heap of ones in there. There you go. It worked. Oh, awesome.
I see you got a Waterloo in the water.
Sorry. Sorry. What the hell did you say?
I said you got a Waterloo in the water. A 16-second video. A portalet, as they say. A crapper.
Oh no, that's a phone box.
Oh, that's a phone box.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that was during the floods. I know, 2011.
Looks like a porta potty.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. With glass sides, mate. It's not very private.
Well, it don't. Well, it's Australia. You don't have to be.
No one gives a shit. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Matt, I'm going to back on out for the evening.
Righto, Ron.
Take care, Ron.
Ladies and germs, I bid you farewell.
See you, do, Ron.
Yeah.
I bid you adieu.
Bid you adieu.
Great, mate. And look at this. What that is actually, that's a statement of the century, that one. Well done, mate. Don't know how true it is.
I'm watching Best of the Best here on Pilots on Tube.
Dude.
Yes, and
thank you, RC.
yeah.
You're going to have to send him a care package too, Chris.
I appreciate it, but I don't know why you lump these bums in with me.
We'll endeavor to try to top that statement.
Yeah.
He obviously hasn't seen any of us actually fly, you know.
All righty, guys. Well, take care. Everybody have a good night.
See you, buddy.
Take care, Ron. Have a good one, man.
Talk to you tomorrow,
All right.
whether you
bye-bye.
like it or not.
Tell her we said hello, would you?
See ya.
Now the truth comes out.
You're getting slap happy, Chris.
I'm tired, but I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
I'm kind of glad. I'm really serious. If Adrian was here, I would be slap wore out.
Good Lord, we've been on here for 3 hours.
Y'all been on here for 3. I only been on here for an hour and a half.
No, I haven't been as long as you have.
Yeah. You want to call it, guys?
Yeah, I'm going to go. You guys can hang.
See you, Ron. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut out too. It's been a long time since 5 this morning for me.
Yeah, mate. 3 hours. I'm going to call it quits as well.
Yeah, I'm going to
All right,
go.
guys.
I'm going to go out there with my leaf blower and see if I can get rid of some of these clouds. All right.
Let us know. Hey,
Thanks, Matt. Take care, guys.
that's news at 11, right? See you, Al. Take care, buddy.
I'll give you some. If it works, I'll give you some tips.
Jesus. Let me make a phone call to the local airport. I'm gonna try to blow these clouds out of the way. I might want to keep your planes from flying over the house for a little bit.
Don't put a chopper up.
Yeah, we're gonna blow it out of the way.
Good on
Hey,
everyone.
not Drake yet. Brent, y'all have a good night, guys. I'm out too.
I'll try and catch you later on this evening, our time, when Rodney Bell has coffee.
I'll probably see y'all in the morning for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna make their flights. That's
I'll be there.
Time change has got me down, boy.
I'll be there with bells on. 5 in the morning, count me in.
Yeah, but it's 4 for me, man.
And Matt, let me know when you're thinking about going down to Wellington for the sunrise. I might meet you down there.
I'm not doing Wellington now, mate. After seeing you, see you, Chris.
Take care, guys.
See you, mate. I won't be going to Wellington, mate. I'll be going down to Redcliffe. I'm going to check that okay to fly thing, just to see whether the flight path I can take.
You're okay there. I got Redcliffe and I got Shorncliffe, but you can't go any further south.
Yeah, yep.
All right, mate, you take it easy, but let me know where you're going and when, and I'll come and make your happy life miserable.
No
Good
way.
night, everyone in the chat.
See you, buddy. Yes. Well, thanks very much for everyone in the chat. Pete, still there, mate. Pete Carroll, how are you? Yeah, thanks very much for popping in again on this wonderful Saturday morning, Friday night, etc., for everybody. Great to see everyone again. And a couple of new people too, which was really good. So take care, everyone, and hopefully see you again next week, which rolls on really quick. Week after week. This year's just flying by. Unbelievable. You'll all have to start thinking about what you're going to get me for Christmas. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you all soon. Ciao.